Hey everybody, thanks for being here. Today's Biter Battle Challenge is the Baguettes versus the That's a Paddlin, the Canadians. Today they are facing off in the losers bracket to see if they could press on and maybe get a shot at the title. Today is one of 3 Biter Battle matches, so if you're here live, thanks for being here. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell up in the upper left. And if you have a question or a comment, leave it in the comment section below, or come by twitch.tv/Clowntown 5-6 days a week. My link is up in the chat, also in the description. And thanks for being here. Let's get to the match.
Muppet has a good question. Where'd you get 500 lions from? Just straight on Amazon?
Oh,
overnight
zoos.
shipping?
Zoos. Look, you want a lion? I can get you a lion. I can get you a lion Monday morning.
Oh, okay, yep, sure, ship it right over.
I'll get you a lion Monday morning.
Servers up.
That picture is from South Africa in 2016. You don't know that? Putin rides bears.
Look, Google image search. It's a wonderful thing.
I would totally believe it. Oh, are you in? You're in. Thank you for telling me.
I mean, chat.
Did you say?
I did say it.
Oh, god dang. I was arguing with your chat. Chat, shut up! With a big quote, JD. Chat, shut up!
No, it's polite. It's shut up, chat. It's enough.
Chat.
Yes. All right, Clinton.
All right, here we go. We're in. All right.
So, map's interesting.
Happy Dude is ready to go. He's doing circles.
Oh, there we go. There we go. We see a bit more on the map. Okay, so there is coal rocks in the little starter iron and coal patch. But there's not a lot of resources.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
And
this is going to suck.
Not a lot of guns.
They're all clustered in one spot. 7 guns. A mixed ore patch. All right. They've just assigned teams so we can see a little bit more of the match. 7 guns. 8
guns.
8 on one more on the right.
Yeah.
Look. On the very, very right side. A little bit of stone, a little bit of iron.
Oh, yeah. I see iron there now.
Look at the coal. Oh, my goodness. You can't... You're going to have to immediately branch out and find some more power.
Well, you can do Burner City on the mixed patch.
Yeah, barely. That's going to... Yeah. Looks like there's enough wood to get started, and there's some coal rocks. That looks good. But everything else is... This is going to be... Oh,
somebody's going to go and explore.
Yeah, they're gonna have
French
to
know how to do mixed ore. Yes, they do.
They do. They're immediately gonna have to push. I would say push left, right. Well,
left, right, up, down doesn't matter.
Yes, but I think left, right would be better, and bring it in, right?
Left, right is generally safer.
Yes. Yeah,
generally.
Because you're going to have to fight your way north to get resources, and you have to use resources to fight north. So I would probably say left, right. everLord says he can't join. I laughed at my own joke when I was trying to take a sip of coffee.
You're not meant to laugh at your own jokes.
Too late, because they're funny. I make them because they're funny.
Oh, I think the jury's still out on that one, Clowntown, but okay.
That's why I say them, is because they're funny.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's going to be a slog. All right, we're going to wait on everLord here a second. See what's up with everLord. This is the first of 3 matches today.
Already decided where they're going to put power.
I dropped a weight on my toe last night.
Was it heavy?
It's 2 kilos. It was one of the wife's little hand things, hand weights. But it's still on one single toe, and my toe's all beat up.
Only 2 kilos. It's nothing. It's nothing.
Chokio?
See, this is when I really wish we could, like, just silently have a way to join their in-game chat.
Oh.
We'd need stream delay for that, obviously, which I'd be happy to do.
Yep, me too.
But I just love a way that we could hear what they were planning, just for this stage of the game.
Well, you could hear it, but it's in French, right?
Hey, that's fine. I'm sure chat can translate. We've just got to make assumptions from the pings. I'm willing to bet Huff's right. They're going to build the base underneath coal. That seems like a fairly safe spot.
Hang on a second. Okay. God, that's... Oh, good. Okay.
Stinson, I'd like to point out the amount of shoutcasts on the map takes bandwidth away from the actual players.
Settle down. Listen.
2, 4, 6, 7.
Cool.
8. 9. I don't know. Are all these people streaming? That would be my question. And it shouldn't really matter.
They've done this before where it's been a lot of people.
No, Stinson has a point. Only need Clowntown and JD to shoutcast. Everybody else can go away.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, Stinson. Now, look, Rain's shoutcasting, Auntie's shoutcasting, me and Clowntown are shoutcasting. Tashan is probably shoutcasting.
Well, he's also administrating the server too, and
yeah, he is. You know. All right. As for the others, no idea.
They're up next though. All the rest of these have matches today, I think. So.
Yeah, I think they do.
So that I don't mind. It's not like they're strangers, and they've got the bandwidth. It's not that big deal.
Well, all the comfy servers are on one physical machine. So it's something you need to take into consideration. It's not just this group of 15. There's another 50 plus players on comfy servers at any time. So it looks like the French are going to try and build behind the silo, which would be tight, very tight.
Okay. All right, now I can close that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Gentlemen, thoughts? How you doing? Oh, we've got some French translators offering. Hey, Sora. What's up, Fallen? Oh, look, Fallen Angel says they translate. Cool. Okay, there we go. All right. We are waiting on nobody, it looks like. We've got DanGio, Macou, everLord, and the Baguettes. And Happy Dude, Whiteleaky, and Clutch for that's Paddlin in the north. Everybody ready? All right. everLord says ready to rock and roll.
Okay.
Here we go.
Both teams up and ready. 1 minute.
All right. Match time. Oh.
Come on, Clemton. You got 1 minute to get up and running.
Well, as long as I start the clock at the right time, I can just put the label on it here in a minute. Here we go.
Jelly needs a timer. Do I really? Do I really need a timer?
Here we go. Okay, there we go.
He would mess it up anyway. Thanks for the confidence, chat. Appreciate it.
DanGio's ready.
How else would we forget that you point out that you forget to start the timer each time? I don't know.
And off we go.
Unfrozen. And South stands around, does nothing. No, South is dumping all the resources in Macou's inventory and off and racing. Happy Dude, Coal rocks. Whiteleaky just rocks. Happy Dude standing around doing nothing. Cool. We're off to a good start.
Happy Dude is contemplating.
We got copper. We've got copper. We've got
he's
more
measuring
mixed
out.
patch.
Yeah, he's figuring out where he wants to put the burner city. There you go.
We've got iron. everLord's still grabbing coal rocks. Dan's grabbing, I'm assuming, coal rocks and research and exploring. That's one hell of a mixed patch.
And there is no coal east-west so far. Oh,
They're doing
this is
mixed
gonna
patches.
suck. This is gonna suck for him. Goodness.
So the insider goss.
There you go.
Whiteleaky has been practicing. Oh, there's coal.
Yep.
That's very far away. And nobody threw a fish.
Clutch should go
Nobody's
out
throwing
here
fish.
and search the other side and then throw a fish. Keep going,
Clutch
Clutch.
should have thrown a fish straight away. We've learnt that from
Yeah, Tyshawn does
the
that.
comfy runs. Yep. So Whiteleaky's been practicing military rush on the server. Defense was horrible, and everLord has been practicing combat.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and we've got oil as well. All right,
Okay,
so
that's-
South knows where they have everything they need.
Okay, that's really good to have oil right there. It's out of the biter range. It's left, right. It's not center, and it's a lot. That should be really good.
Hey, Clowntown,
Sir.
because I know you forgot, press the Alt.
Okay, look. I think it's clearly not on. There it is. God dang it.
everLord's still collecting rocks.
Look, man,
It's
I
like-
just woke up.
No, I just woke up.
No, you did. I woke up and I was immediately in pain. I dropped the weight on the toe and it hurt for a little bit last night, but I went to bed. And then I woke up and I was just, my toe was throbbing. It might be broken.
Well, it's your fault. You dropped it.
I did. See, it's in a big basket thing, and I was digging around for a medicine ball to throw around because I'm going stir crazy in my house. I did not realize how much I need to move around outside. And
So you're officially on working from home full force now.
at least a month, yeah, at least a month. And
At least a month.
At least a
Wow.
month. And mind you, this was, midnight. I'm going, all right, I need to move. Anyway. The two teams' burner cities look even to me. There's about 12 apiece.
North has slightly more burner city. They do have all three players on site. South just has Macou.
I'm
So
seeing, if you count it, well, oh yeah, they're a little short on iron, but otherwise, same coal, same copper, looking good.
but then everLord's just come back.
Oh,
with
on the
a
left,
heap of
sorry,
stone and
you're
coal.
correct. I did not see that left side. Clutch has another one. Good.
Yeah.
Aha, I did not see that.
And Dan's gone and done a big explore. Both Dan and everLord have done a lot of exploring that. Neither of them have really covered center. So I'm really hoping Dan wanders back and covers as much of center as possible because that's going to be important.
Yep.
everLord's off and gone again.
I want to see what's right up against the water, like here. Not for the nuclear, but I want to uncover this portion of it.
No, I want to know what's there. Center mass.
Also,
There you go. everLord's getting some of it.
yeah, they're just grabbing all the coal rocks. That's not a bad plan. It was so little coal. They are going to need a ton of coal. And
Oh, look, there's on the mixed patch, there is enough room to get a fairly spread out coal burner city. And if you got a second player there, it wouldn't hurt. Is it faster than running around and collecting it? I don't know.
1.6 million coal over there, but it's way out.
Whiteleaky is doing wood, so either they're resorting to wood or... No, Whiteleaky is resorting to wood for power, I assume.
All right, DanGio, good job. He's uncovering the middle, and there's nothing. Oh, my goodness. Ah, look at that.
Well, look, with the way that water sticks out, their defense should be between that bit of water and that bit of water.
I agree. That's not bad at all. It's going to funnel it in. The stragglers that you have, DanGio is going to have her first encounter here, or he's just going to miss them entirely. If they, the way it's going to be bad is if they get squirrely and go kind of on that left side, right?
Oh, no. You'd expect them on that left side. It's whether they come through there. If they come through there, which they just have because there's a second pack coming in, that's bad.
Yeah.
Trying to defend that and that is a massive gap for players to walk around.
It is. That's right. Yeah, I agree. It's going to be a rough time for both teams. I agree. Fallen Angel. This is not a welcome park evening.
South, I think, because they've stuck to the mixed patch, I think they're pulling ahead.
Agree.
And Macou just had like several hundred coal dumped into his inventory.
First science is down for North, however, and no power for South. So they're pulling ahead resource-wise, but look up here, right next to the silo. They're burning down their first tech. The Canadians halfway done. Let me see. Does Comfy have its own link in my chat? I'm gonna make a link for him because
isn't that a mod job?
Wes isn't here. I haven't picked up a mod in a long time.
Stupid spot for power. Yeah, look, their power for North. Their power should have been on the other side of the starting circle, or not if that's where they're putting their smelter blocks. Okay. And yes, chat's pointing out because all of chat has OCD that the silo is not centered. Bad luck.
Power to the silo, idiots! Stinson's.
I don't think
it is. It's taking up 8.33 kilowatts. Good observation. It's using up kilowatts. If they click on the power pole, they'll probably see it's draining a little bit. That'd be interesting to see if someone sees that. Right, click on their power profile and see. You see the drainers, the adders and the drainers of your power. They need to see it now. Otherwise, if they miss it right now, it'll drain the whole time. Right, because it'll be buried in a big long list of assemblers and inserters and all that. Right. So if they see it now, then they'll move it. But otherwise, that's funny. And another thing, 4 megawatts is when it starts building and all of that. That's when you really starts getting down. Look, they're gonna put more power poles on it. Nope. So they're not gonna worry about 8 kilowatts. They're going because a miner is 90 kilowatts. So they're just gonna move on.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter.
Okay. That's not bad. The French
so
are
South is setting up early power.
Yeah,
with not enough coal in it. But it looks like they're going to automate coal into power at least from that little tiny 30k coal patch.
They're out of choices. So smelting is going to have to be hand-fed?
Nah.
From
mix or just feed the belt in of everything and then work it out on the way out. But North, looks like North, like they've got electric miners into boxes. They're going to hand feed it.
Hand feed copper.
They've got a coal loop. It looks like they're intentionally ignoring the mixed patch.
And they haven't spread out to go look at this coal here. Right.
No,
over there.
No, North is just working with what they can see,
mm-hmm.
which is not enough, and no fish. No fish.
Unless they plan to rush and just maybe they think we're just faster. We're just going to do it all hand fed. Look there, but look at the smelting lane. He's got some mixed. This thing. What is it?
It's all hand fed at the moment, so it
Yeah.
doesn't matter what you throw in there.
Right. But it may not be. They're miners. They may just throw it all on this mixed ore bag and run it all in the middle and do the same thing. And their ore line
power
may
went
be
out.
psh. So there's your issue. That's a paddling. Power goes out. That's a paddling.
So Stinson's calling north for a military rush and leave it at that. I don't think they have the resources. I honestly don't. If they concentrated solely on Burner City across the mix patch, maybe.
Yeah.
And did a hand-fed Burner City because, you know, it's mixed ore. As long as you have the Burner miner on just 4 tiles that are exactly the same, it really doesn't matter.
Agree.
everLord's made a lovely power loop that finally goes to their labs. They've got 20 packs in there. They did set up automation, guns, walls, military, steel, logistics. Don't... Really? Hang on. Baguette. Show me your tech tree. Okay.
There.
All right. everLord's building out in front of their patches. So they have decided they're going to have to defend. They've got 2 tiny little pillboxes currently. Mixed patch is still running everything. And they've got pipes up and running automated really early. That has to be flamers. They're just going to do a flamer rush. And they have guns without ammo.
Without ammo. That's right. It just ran out.
Anybody going to do anything about this?
Yeah.
Oh, everLord comes across. Pickaxe? No?
No. Just throw ammo in it.
Dan's extending power. And using burners and a box of coal.
Yep.
North has got a lane of iron up and running. Almost.
I do like the burner drills, burner inserters for the power. That's a go-to of mine. That's how I usually, until I replace it, they use burner drills. Really helps against the guard against brownout. Big packs are coming in bigger and bigger, and it looks like they're doing a good job of keeping these ammo stocked.
Yeah, North looks to be doing a hand-fed science. So we're going to throw gears and copper into the assemblers, make some red science. Whether they're going to keep upgrading that and expanding out and just do an early red rush, who knows at this stage. But at least they have science at least partially automated. South has just got your standard, 3 assemblers, 3 labs, ticking along slowly, getting the research done for them. everLord is slowly getting a second line up and running and putting in the power poles right now. No belt. Those 2 poor guns are just racking up the kills.
Yep. Looks like Clutch is involved in just getting hand-fed red.
Hand-fed everything.
Up the tech tree, and then the other 2, some power on somebody on North.
It's twice their power's gone out.
Yep.
You think they'd learn from the first time?
Well, yeah.
It's the rocket solo. It's chewing up all the power. It's throwing out the whole coordination and speed run.
So Whiteleaky should do what DanGio did here. This is a good way to put way more coal than you need. And so instead he's thrown 150 down there, which he's already down to 45 apiece. So and 50 in each one. Look at DanGio. What he did is he put in on his at the very bottom. He put in 400 coal and now in a box, and then the drill network here, and he's good for a long time.
Yeah,
that's what he needs to be doing.
It's if they have the coal, and I don't think North has the coal.
It's true. That is true. Yeah, they got one less than stack.
Big.
Oh, 3 ammo, 2 ammo.
Go gun. Got one left.
One left. Yep, we were just watching that same one.
Actually, nobody has anybody actually automated ammo. No.
Mm-mm.
Oh no, North has. There's 10 ammo in the assembler.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, good.
That's a whole bunch of gears and belts. I don't know what North's plan is currently, apart from Red Science. Red Science, they've got too many red packs sitting on a belt. They've got a lab sitting there on the other side of the silo doing absolutely nothing. Somebody just picks it up and puts it down. Just pick up, put down.
Yep.
It's not hard.
I've seen that.
Full lane of iron, half hand-fed, half automated, half lane of copper. Yep, not sure what they're doing.
Oh, military. No. Me either. Oh, yeah, it's a makeshift red-green build. I think I've seen this before.
You reckon?
Yeah. I've seen this one before. This French one. This will be a little bit of green, a little bit of red. This guy right here.
No, I'm talking in the north, Clowntown.
Oh, north. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh yeah. So this is another hand-fed. Are they going to be going up or down? Looks like they'll go up. Once I get that middle, the belt in there. Okay, so he's got 100 belt. There we go. Yeah, they'll go up. Yeah, happy dude. Oh, I hit alt. Happy dude, and man, there's everybody here is good. Are good players. This is great. Let's see what they come up with.
They're all good players, and that's the problem. Is everything they're doing? I can't decide exactly what it is this early on. I need more information. I need more things to be built.
Yeah. So this one down here in the south is going to be makeshift red-green. So first one will go down. Yeah, I've seen that.
Sure. Because isn't it half a lane of iron plus half a lane of copper plus steel for military?
No, not yet. They may add that later on, but they don't have the capacity to do steel yet.
Correct.
Aye. So see, they'll put down their reds, and then they'll feed science. See, they're moving.
Okay, so south's doing red and green.
Red and green.
North it has a full lane of iron. Maybe that's where I'm wrong. It has to be a full lane of iron plus half a lane of copper and then steel to do military.
That's military, right. Right.
Okay. It's 2 a.m. I'm not awake. 2:30 a.m. Still not awake. Clutch is still getting more and more Burner City up and running, but still not enough coal.
Cool. Good job, Clutch.
And South has decided they're just going to run a whole lane of miners across mixed ore, it seems. Yep. Just process it all. Which we've seen Nephrons and other teams do mixed ore patches, and it works.
Yeah.
It works. As long as you have enough coal to keep the system running.
Yeah.
And at the same time, make sure you get rid of the stone, you're fine.
Yep, and it takes a bit to get it up and running. But once it's going, it's great. And the stone can probably best be consumed by walls, because you just use so much stone in walls. And they do have walls researched. Yeah. So they could totally do that. Because the stone is the number one thing to clog it all up, unless you're building walls, and you're going to need so many walls in this match.
So North is still suffering not enough coal. Really not enough coal. And Clutch is expanding everything, but not enough coal.
So South is about to deadhead themselves on science because they're going to get steel done, and then they're going to run right into military too and stop because they don't have green. What I would recommend is doing armor or steel axe.
No, they're hand feeding green into their 3 labs. Above.
Crafting.
Yep.
Oh, they do. Oh, good job. Okay, they've already researched. I was looking here at the new build going up.
And Dan's out chopping wood because obviously they're out of power poles. What the French will do. Mixed ore recycler pulls off the excess coal. Can I pull that up quickly?
Twitchy viewer asked the question, can you landfill in biter battles? No, not across the center river.
Yes, you can landfill, but not across the river.
There you go. Yeah, you can, not across the river, but you can like these if you need to. These lakes out here.
So I just had Stinson's prediction up on the screen, a mixed ore smelter. Where they'll just siphon off the coal, probably, if they've got excess coal, siphon off the coal to do grenades. Stone for walls, obviously. Military is a really good choice for mixed ore patches because it uses a little bit of everything.
Whiteleaky, seeing that there is low ammo, goes and does a refill before disaster strikes.
And adds more walls. That's always important.
Good job.
Walls are handcrafted. No, walls are being pulled up from somewhere else. And Happy Dude's still building, like, resources. I don't get it. I'm not sure what Happy Dude's doing. everLord has
Happy Dude's
red
the
signs down.
I tend to trust what he's doing. Current world record holder. He's going to put it back out. The iron's going to go right back out on this inside belt. Ooh, and power looks to be hurting for the Canadians.
Yeah, it's the lack of coal.
Where is it? Oh yeah, it was not on a box. It'll gradually shut down. See if anybody sees it.
So we'll see it when all the lights go off.
Yep.
That's when they see it. Never before.
Half line of Happy Dude's got to make some decisions here.
Why? What's he done?
He's got to route it up and around the smelting. Yep, there you go.
He's built himself in a little bit. It'll be fine. But yeah, their little coal patch that could is quickly running out of coal.
Big biters. Plenty of ammo. Yes.
It looks like Clutch is building one base and Whiteleaky and Happy Dude are building a separate base. Like the amount of resources that have gone into getting red science running for Whiteleaky and Happy Dude, and yet Clutch has done most of the tech.
I don't know
by
if
just having a burner city.
I wonder if Clutch is French-Canadian.
Macou is setting up the first pile of mixed ores into a smelter.
AJGA. Modinho, I want to see a round where you do push-ups. How about that?
2, 4,
Mixed ore,
6,
here we go.
8, 10,
they're gonna put it in.
14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. Yep. So what's that? 25% longer to account for...
What?
25% of the smelters offline.
What in the hocus pocus is going on right here?
What? Side loading on a side loading onto a flipped belt. Stan's fault.
Oh.
Stan's fault. He did it.
everLord, I think. They're gonna have one of those Navy horns go off, and here in a minute when they start losing iron. Yep, there you go. Iron's stopped.
It's got to filter through the smelters. everLord won't realize for another minute or two.
Everyone's gonna come back and start yelling in French. Sacre bleu! wonder if that's even a common one. That's the only one we hear in movies and in cartoons. The Sacre Bleu.
I don't know. Don't even know what it means in English.
Well, in the Looney Tunes cartoons, there was a French character. I can't remember his name, but he would always say "Sacre Bleu cheese."
Pepe Le Pew.
No. It wasn't. No, I don't think it was him because Pepe Le Pew was always the. He was always in control. He was never panicked. If you notice that, everyone around him was panicked.
Oh yes.
But he was the calm one.
And North has had a small incident with the biters where they built a little bit too far to the side and lost a few assembly machines. Just a few. Quick, put them back down. Remove the evidence. Nobody saw nothing.
Yeah, I lost a few.
North is starting their own mixed ore patch.
That's it.
everLord's got red-green science.
That's what I thought. They never say that.
Hey, South is finally automating power.
They fixed that belt to join.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ages ago, Clanton. Ages ago.
I'm working on it. I was still caught up. I was still caught up in the French swear words. I was thinking about that. All right, so copper is now copper's now on the line for the Canadians. They have an interesting belt arrangement right here.
No. They've got an interesting coal arrangement right there.
And coal. Yeah, I agree. Grenades! First grenade right there. Happy dude. Yep. All right. We're saved. They did it. They're able to at least handcraft grenades. I don't see any grenade machines.
It's catch-22. They need coal for that. And
yep.
North's been fighting coal the whole time.
Yeah, everybody's fighting coal. Okay, so here comes Whiteleaky. Here he goes. He's going to get the mixed ore patch going. There you go. And Macou is doing the filter. I think I might suggest doing filter stone off first and put those into the wall machine.
No, they're just going to have a catch-all. So they're going to pull off the iron, they'll pull off the copper, and then everything else should be stone. We'll just turn that straight into walls. Alright. The way I've seen Nephrem's do it is he just puts the wall machines on the belt, and it just seems to, with two machines, it just seems to grab any stone that happens to be on the belt. It's not 100%. I have seen stones slide through, but it gets most of it.
Yeah, that's good. Hey, Sam.
Whiteleaky's doing the same mixed ore patch, except... Oh, he's feeding it around in circles.
Okay. Filtering, there's red. Where is green? There's still hand feed. Oh, no, there's green. Okay. Yeah, red-green has looped around, and off they go. So south is going to get up through military, get the oh, they're going for military pots as well. They've got grenades. Yep, they've got the south has grenades as well. Skipping over steel axe for now. Going up through military. They're going to go for a military build. Specifically the military potion pack.
Okay, so south has iron and copper. They're getting a second lane of iron running, and they're using side loading to move the green science out and into labs. And then looks like they're then buffering the green science onto a belt, which they'll probably grab to throw. So you're going to throw green science, they're not going to throw red science. They'll also have a weird, and again, it's just down to belt savings. They're outputting their iron onto the same belt that has the green science pops. Science thrown, yeah, happy dude with 51 flasks from north. which is like 2%. 2% Evo,
Uh-huh.
a little bit of threat, not a lot. North still has coal problems.
Uh-oh.
Like,
South has no ammo, and for those biters, it just came in.
damn, go on. One grenade. Boom. Problem solved.
Turret is third of the health. Wall that in.
Oh, boy. Okay, we'll get back to that.
Good.
North has got their first mixed ore sorter machine thingamajiggy bob. And they're pulling off 50% of the coal before running it into the smelter, which is a little bit dangerous. We've got North throwing another, 100 red and another 50 green. That's starting to make a difference.
It's good.
Oh, we got the best sort of defenses ever. We have furnaces around,
Yes.
around the guns. We'll use the stone either way.
Well, they probably just handcrafted a cajillion stone furnaces for their stone furnace bonanza over there in that mixed ore patch.
They definitely have.
We have extra. What will we do with them? Let's put them around the turrets.
Happy to send a fish. Okay, there we go. All right, so South is going for a big green science build. Big. Show the UI. What UI? Oh, that fancy UI. That fancy UI.
It's a Canadian team. That's why it's funny. It's not even the French team.
Okay.
It's a French
That is fancy now. So we have
This is great.
39 minutes. The first throw took the Evo up by 1.8. Then we have a silent throw by Happy Dude, who threw 2 red packs. Then we had, the recent one by Clutch, which added, 2.2% Evo and 110 threat. And then finally we've got the one by Happy Dude as well, just recently, which is the 1.4 Evo with another 100 threat. Red and green science doesn't do a lot.
Yeah.
Really doesn't do a lot.
It's kind of in the beginning, it's kind of a race to probably get the other team to 25%. I feel like that would be a good thing to do.
Yes.
To make them start burning through grenades, right? And then after that, you kind of need to work on your own plan to get to military or blue, right? Turrets.
So chat says that North is going for fire. I saw both of them get it down a very early assembler making pipes. Yeah, North has 600 pipes in a box.
I see. That's right.
South has 2 machines that currently have 200 pipes. And I have no idea how many's hanging around somebody's inventory. So they're both planning to go fire.
So has anyone from North thrown fish to South? Because if not, they don't know about this oil. But they're making pipes assuming it's
Happy
there.
Happy Dude has sent a fish. So has Clutch, I think. So North has sent sent fish, but it only shows what the other team can actively see at that second.
So
and they
North,
didn't throw it early on, so they can't see it.
Right. So what's interesting is that means if that's the case,
that's interesting.
Yeah, right here, the ammo's going to be down. Oh, they're going to kill that turret.
You're going to lose your guns. You're going to lose your own guns to your own grenades.
There you go.
We'll put some more ammo in it. We're going to throw a grenade on it, aren't we?
It's going to die. 50.
50. Come on, Dan, with the pickaxe. Yeah, you teach.
Oh, he's going to do it. It's at 15.
You have spares, right?
Look at that. It's at 15 health. He does that again. He's going to kill his own turret.
So yeah, North is definitely throwing fish to make sure they can see what's happening in the South. They definitely know what's happening.
I think my toe is broke.
It's not important.
It's not. Because, I mean, even if I go to the hospital, they're going to tape it to the next one and say, good luck. Get out of here. We got COVIDs.
And then send you home with the coronavirus. Yep.
You're gonna send me home with it. Oh yeah.
Yep.
+1. All right, there we go.
North is setting up automation for grenades. 700 pipe. I think 700 pipe's probably enough, guys. No, actually, I take that back.
So that's what was interesting. See, that was my point, is that they built the pipe not knowing if there's oil, right? Because if they have not seen that oil, this oil over here, they don't have oil visible on their map. And if someone wasn't on top of it when they threw that fish, then they don't know it's there. But they've still got 700 pipes. Yeah, see, they've got 700 pipes. All that iron went into a build for oil they do not know about.
And South still hasn't done anything about a green science buffer.
Unless Whiteleaky's listening to my voice.
Obviously. That's all I need to know.
Last silo standing.
Whiteleaky, your oil, okay, is to your west.
Oh, here we go. Here's the Dan's gonna kill his own turret. Here it goes. And the turret's down.
Ooh, everLord throws, what's that? 250-ish, 230-ish, odd.
Oh, wow.
Dan is going to grab coal, I bet. Surprise, surprise. They're looking for dedicated coal.
Macou has, that turret is 120 left.
Fine. It's fine. It's there as a distraction.
All right, so Dan is finally going out to get coal. So this is really great. Yeah, that's good. And I would use the method where you since it's so small, I would use the method where you string the power poles through it, so you can put more miners on it.
But they cost undergrounds and they're really expensive.
No, you don't. There's no need to do undergrounds. Every 2, you split up every 2. You put more miners on it.
Oh, speedrunner style, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have done the same.
It's DanGio. He's a speedrunner. Speedrunner style.
He's put in a ghost belt so he knows roughly where to come in and join into the main base. North and their mixed ore is definitely giving them a surplus of coal. And at the moment they're using it to make walls, gears, cable gears, not a whole lot. And they've set it up to expand to do another one and another one and another one. Yeah. 38. Happy dude, you shouldn't have been thrown it. It was a waste of time and effort.
Yeah, burn that. Burn it in your own...
well, Clutch, actually, when you throw that one counts.
It actually gets up over 20%. So
that counts. And then throw the green, Clutch. Come on, Clutch. Click the button.
If it gets them over 20% and gets mediums going, I agree with it. Otherwise, just eat your own red or back up. The system where your red just backs up is a pretty good one. Don't even worry about consuming it. I like that a lot.
Red's pretty pointless. Green's not that much better, I have to admit. So you can definitely use it to get yourself up to, up to the 20-25%, and then just cut it.
Right.
Happy dude is not happy about something. About the 600 belt that they have sitting in boxes that people are not using, and obviously handcrafting. Go for it, boys. Chat says that North's in trouble. Grenade. Done. They're going to start blowing up their own guns as well. Oh, here we go again. North says that chat says that North doesn't look like they have any sort of plan. I sort of agree.
Well, they got a plan. They got red, green.
Yeah.
And...
No. I think Whiteleaky and Happy Dude have a plan. And meanwhile, Clutch has been told, get us resources. And he's got this mixed ore over on the left-hand side of the base and Burner City and everything else that has nothing to do with what Whiteleaky and Happy Dude are doing. Nothing to do with one another.
Oh my goodness. I take that Advil. So this is not a I'm not mad at this plan. All the intermediates over here. Look over at the exchange here. So all the wall, and they're just taking all straight to intermediates. And Whiteleaky's going to filter all this off. No filter.
He's going to box it.
He's going to box it all.
That's what I said. It looks like North and South have... But North doesn't really have a plan. And Whiteleaky seems to be just doing stuff all by himself. So applesauce for life. I'm sorry, I'm getting there. There's only so much I can do at once. Thanks, chat. So yeah, the point of this battle scenario, it's not a mod. It's like a mod, except you don't need to download any mods. You can just join straight on, and the server will give you all the important information you need. It is a non-PvP PvP battle between North and South. So on the South or on the North, you can use science packs to shove them into your labs and advance your research. We've all done that. PvEVP, yes. So you can use your science packs to advance your research with the lab that has sat here and done nothing for the whole game. Or you can use your science packs up in the special GUI that each team has to actually throw the science packs at the other team, forcing their evolution to go up and their threat to go up. And that's pretty much like all the threat number or all the evolution numbers the same as vanilla Factorio. So the important ones are 20% you get medium biters, 25% you get small spitters. They're two really, really big ones because spitters suck. And the idea is to try and keep your silo alive for as long as possible, whilst the other team keeps making the biters more and more pissed at you, and eventually somebody's going to die. Pretty much sums it up.
For the weights. There you go.
All right, so South is definitely working on a military build. So they've got their red, they've got their green. They've finally done something about green and actually boxing it, yeah. And they're working here on a military build, slowly, bit by bit. Clutch is still doing something important. He's got so many resources. And it looks like the only thing he's sending to the other side of the base is coal. North's Evo has just gone over the magic 25% marker. So they're going to start getting spitters. And spitters are bad. Because whilst the guns are very, very contained doing what they're doing...
Guns down.
Yeah, Happy Dude's fault entirely.
Yep, he nuked his own guns. I don't think he saw it.
Whilst the guns are very, very busy doing what the guns do and shooting all the biters, spitters will just shoot straight over the top.
Yep, so it's they're at spitter time now, so spitters will start showing up. There you go.
Obviously there was a power fault. No, there isn't a power fault. I didn't think there was. So South has decided they never want to run out of power ever again. And it's put Dan on the job.
It's good. It's got coal coming in.
Yeah, just a little bit. Well, that second patch definitely helps.
Yep, and they're prioritizing the input from that other patch too. That's good.
The mixed patch is running iron to nowhere.
That's a lot of iron to use on power, man.
Macou, like, did you not play Factorio? You don't underground 2 belts, you underground the 1 belt.
Wait, which one was that? See?
Red Blinky's fine. Curious what they're doing here. Military build. Okay, so South is using their mixed patch through their mixed smelter, which is only running at 50% speed, to then make mixed military. Happy Dude started flamethrowers. They've definitely going for fire. Happy Dude's about to get smacked with, I don't know how many biters. Just a few.
There he goes. All right. as you see, so Happy Dude built the guns, and he had to. The guns are here. The biter's way out over here. Okay,
Yeah.
so that time they came in themselves, but the previous time Happy Dude had to bait them in.
Bait them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would say that this right here is vulnerable.
Possibly.
Yep. If they miss that, turn that corner and miss it, and this water right here may be kind of filtering them a little bit too far to the right. All right, everLord.
South is about to have similar problems. Although, look, they did put out that early wall in front.
That's good.
Which sort of held the biters there and let the guns shoot at them.
All the guns did.
Yeah, but the wall didn't last long. Biters have a habit of going through walls fairly quickly.
There we go. All right, everLord. Do your worst.
So
Got a wall.
Clutch has got so many materials sitting in boxes, doing nothing.
All right, everLord.
He's got a whole smelter line that's set up and doing nothing.
Somebody needs to come out and help everLord, because he's trying to do two things. He's trying to get military up and running at a forward position, but also get biters going. Oh, but military is up and running, so that's
Military's
good.
up and running. Twitch user, is people here to belt brain for you? No. We did chat about biter battles last week, and you know, never know. If chat keeps harassing him, maybe she'll come actually join a biter battles and throw her own weight behind a team. We'll see.
Happy Dude throws 101 red towards south. They're both up over 25. So we'll see some spitters.
101 is plus 0.4 evolution with 35 threat. It's not worth it. It just comes a point where you just turn off red science. And
let it back up. Yep. Happy Dude responds also, sending 62 to south, and 182 green comes north. And Dead on Archer 22 hits Twitch Prime. Thank you very much, man. Welcome. Dead on Archer. Thank you, man.
So 62 military packs are worth more than 200 green packs.
Yes. So it was it wasn't quite an even throw, an even exchange. 31% to 29%, still pretty even, and no difference in their mix of biters at this point. They both have mediums coming in and spitters coming in, or spitters are probably spawning now.
Hey, Twilight's us. Life's good, apart from, you know, the whole human malware situation and the government says one thing and then does something different. Yeah. North Research Flamers. Happy to start Research Flamethrower. Yes. At the moment, Whiteleaky is providing biter distraction and dragging them sideways.
Oh, the gun. Gun's down.
No, I haven't seen an engine build either. So the biggest thing when it comes to flamethrowers is one, having the research. Two, it's actually having the engines up and running.
Engines take a while. They take a while.
Neither team has done anything about engines.
They've got all their stuff there. The pipe may not be for oil. I guess it has to be for oil. They have 742 pipe in a bucket. It's limited because it's not making any more. This is North's right here.
Yeah, they've capped it.
So they can hand feed engines and get that going, which is recommended.
Yeah, but you need chat can confirm. Isn't it like 20 engines per flamethrower? Or is it 10?
I'll confirm right now. It is 5. Nope. Yes, it is 5.
8. 8, 5. 8, 5.
5. I'm looking at it. It's on screen.
Okay.
Flamethrower turret 5.
50 steel is the expensive part. Yes.
30 steel. Of course, it's 30 steel, but it is expensive.
Plus
I
the
agree.
steel in the engines.
Stinson, I agree. I agree with me.
North has this whole mix patch that they've mined and done stuff with, and there's iron sitting in boxes right there.
That's good.
There's a lot of iron
There's
sitting
a lot
in
of
boxes.
it. Yeah, it's good for handcrafting. I'd run through there and grab it.
But forget handcrafting. The handcrafting queues are probably fairly full. It's really good for turning steel.
Yes, that's a great
because they
idea.
have boxes and boxes of coal. It doesn't take much to just set one of those up to do. Yeah,
that's a great idea, actually. And here's the thing: is out of sight, out of mind. They're not thinking about going to get it because it's so far over here. If Clutch had routed it kind of back in here in this no man's land, I guarantee they'd be swinging around and getting a little bit more and bringing it in.
Well, like I said, it still looks like Clutch has got his own base, his own idea, his own separate thing entirely. Like he's got Burner City making bricks.
Goodness. Look, all the intermediates they got 1,000 gears over here and 1,000 coils.
I know it's for important reasons, I'm sure.
Bring that back in.
Like Happy Dude is setting up another smelter right now to make more iron. There is boxes of iron sitting here doing nothing.
Yeah. That's very
weird. Is it a full belt?
That
Probably not.
That is very weird. I agree.
Could they make a full belt? Probably.
I was dubious I was dubious about your I guess your statement earlier about having them have 2 separate bases, and I thought, well, no, they got a plan.
No.
Now they got, until right this minute, I thought, well, no,
there's plan.
There's
no plan.
There's got to be no coordination between the 2 sides. I mean, other than occasionally Whiteleaky or Happy Dude coming down here and making some fixes.
Whiteleaky is now making.
This is my boomstick.
Oh, so he's automated gears and pipes right now to make steam engines.
S-Dog, thank you for that host. Appreciate it, mate.
Dan is out capturing oil.
Yep, here we go.
So South has oil. They've dumped out a heap of pipe machines, manually filled it.
All right, Canadians have 1 turret left, and it is out of ammo.
They have a small red problem. It's fine. Grenade, 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 more grenade, clutch grenade, Happy Dude grenade. Everybody has grenade. Grenade for you, and a grenade for you, and a grenade for you, and everybody gets grenades.
These grenades are rated E for everyone.
Power. Power.
Yep, Whiteleaky's on it. He's grabbing power.
everLord's been down here for a while. He's just got military running.
They don't have any. They don't have any turrets. They're out of turrets.
That's a problem.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. One of the guns fired. That fixed it.
They're gonna need some grenades because there's gonna be some spitters.
Their grenade box is being blown up. Has been blown up by themselves.
Oh, they lost. How many grenades did they lose in there? Oh my goodness. Their grenade box was right here. Underneath those biters. God dang it.
Engine build for everLord? No engine build for everLord. Pipe build?
S-Dog, thanks for that host. Appreciate it, man. What's Asians? How you doing?
Hey, it was. Okay, Whiteleaky's come over to the magic box full of stuff. And his inventory is full. I can see it already.
I blew up their grenades. And their wall, I think? Was there a wall in there, too?
I don't know if any wall had actually made it into the box.
It wasn't very much because it was getting
maybe
consumed.
1 or 2.
Yeah, 1 or 2. But the grenades was huge. There was a lot of grenades in there. Look, there's already got 30 of them back.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of grenades that went down.
Okay, so Whiteleaky's grabbing
it might not matter because, look, there is oil in their base. And
oh, yeah, there's oil in their base. I still don't see... I don't see an engine build. And they're not something you can handcraft.
yeah, you can't handcraft. Yeah.
They do have steel in these furnaces, so there is steel available.
It's probably this thing that everLord's building right here. This is going to be a...
Yes, it is.
There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, good. So steel will be on this back line right here, the one that is not yet done. He's gone
by this.
Yeah, he's gone to get belt.
And this.
So that'll be steel. Pipes and gears will be engines. It'll come off and probably add into here, which will be the...
Bad things are happening in the south.
Uh-oh.
Lots of bad things.
And there is...
Oh, there's one gun. There's one gun.
No ammo.
It doesn't matter. It stopped them. It sidetracked them. The spitters made sure that one gun was dead. everLord's running straight past the problem and ignoring it entirely, like a champion. That's how you know who's in command. everLord is definitely the boss. It's your problem. You're dealing with it. I'm running past. I got other things to do.
And oil is broke. In they blew up their oil.
I know everLord does have a gun. Macou has a gun. Okay.
Two spitters left. Just gonna pound on that wall out there.
And Clutch is setting up more mixed ore. More of it. Why?
Yeah, I know. There's now 1,500 gears and 1,500 coils in a box.
More importantly, like, there's this one at the bottom that's half done, and
yeah,
he's just decided, nah, we're gonna leave that. We're gonna leave that there at school. We're good. Whiteleaky's still on defense in a big way. Happy Dude is boxing up green science. That seems a little bit pointless at this point, but okay. Happy Dude is still throwing red and green packs. North. Have you guys taken the time and the effort to make any large amounts of steel? Nope. To make engines? Nope.
We only need one. Oh, someone went down. everLord killed. everLord's down. And the biters are making their way in.
Yeah, there's no guns to sidetrack them anymore, and the silo literally has nothing.
Whiteleaky says, praise Lord.
Dan better have some grenades. He does.
40% for the south.
Dan does not have a gun, or does not have ammo. One or the other.
That is very close to the silo, and the silo is undefended. It is
completely undefended.
There's a straight path all the way in. South has problems. They've got oil in their base, but they got big problems here. If they don't have grenades, their grenades are dead again. Their grenades are gone again. Holy crap.
Yeah, it seems like there's maybe a design flaw there somewhere.
You can't do that too often. You can't do that. That's real bad. Grenades are so critical.
North is about to have the exact same problem.
Uh-oh.
And they're about to... Oh, no. Happy Dude was smart. He picked up the military science packs before he blew them up. But yeah. Both teams... So Evolution's got up to 37-40%. This is the point where you need to have a better defense than players and grenades.
Yep.
Preferably this is the time when you need lots of guns and lots of ammo and just accept that it's an iron cost, or you need to have fire up and running.
Mm-hmm.
Not oil plumbed over and built and halfway in your base. You need actual flamethrowers down. But I don't see steel for either team.
Little bitty bit of steel here, but all of it's being consumed on military.
Yeah, that's the problem. You need to actually have a decent stockpile of steel.
So one team one team may just hit the tipping point. It might be South. We're at the tipping point for both teams.
Getting chewed on again.
And he's down, and there's so many biters coming in the base. They're eating through their military build again. Yeah.
Jen's setting up.
See, now, okay, so now they've lost 3 chests full of grenades, and their defenses are grenades. And Macou looks like he's out of them because he's just running. He's down. everLord has no grenades because he died.
Respawned. He's dead. Yep.
He died. Now Dan is the only one alive with grenades.
Macou had 30 grenades on him. Not enough fish. Dan, you're running the wrong way. Macou, grab the biters
30 grenades.
and run far, far, far away quickly.
Uh-oh.
No, not far enough.
That's it. They're going to be on the silo.
No.
They're thinking about it.
He's got it. everLord, quick, distract them.
Oh.
Distract them.
Here we go. All right.
Dan, you need to run to that silo quickly. Grenade your silo repeatedly. No, not that. The silo. The silo.
Oh my gosh.
There we go. They're still in it. They're still in it just. They're in it just. Half the hit points are gone. It's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing's on fire.
Everything's
everLord
on
is
fire.
Still trying to find his corpse.
And Happy Dude is trying to prevent the same thing from happening in the north. Oh, they were so close. That was. If the biters had focused, it was over. If they hadn't done that little churn to think about where they were going, it would be over by now. It would be over.
I think North is doing a little bit better than South.
Yes,
North definitely has a problem, and it might be a little bit of a biter problem, but they're not in on the silo.
Look, this little thing that churned, where they churned 3 times and did a little dance, made a little love, and right before they attacked, look at that. It should have been over. It might be over here. We got 3 more waves coming in. The threat in the north is much higher. It's almost double than the south. So, north may be facing their own trouble here in a minute.
Keep throwing.
everLord's getting hit. everLord's
as long as he
down.
runs back with lots of grenades.
9 hit points for everLord. He's got fish.
I would. Oh yeah, no, there's definitely a fish.
Oh, he's slow down. He's down. Okay. Macou is
51
down.
fish, 29 grenades. Yeah, he's got materials.
All right.
Somebody needs to pick up your corpse, hope it has iron and copper, make some guns. I don't care whether you put ammo in them, guns with ammo or a bonus, just guns. Just something to sidetrack the biters on the way through.
Okay, Happy Dude is bolstering the walls. Look at their threat. So it's pretty even, 42 to 43.5, pretty even. Same stuff, but North has way more threat because... Oh, and here it comes.
North has a wall.
Yeah, they have a wall. For now.
And it's
Happy
not
Dude.
necessarily to stop the biters, but definitely to slow them down.
This is good. Happy Dude's getting hit. He's got fish. This is good. They're through the wall.
The wall does not last long. So the wall is 3 wall thick. It needs to be bumped up to 4 or 5 because they're doing so much. They're doing so much damage to their own walls with grenades.
They have, by necessity. Because that's the best defense right now.
Too thick wall.
Okay,
they're gonna hope for the best.
Now their threat's down. They have a breathing room. So Clutch just uncovered their oil, unless they knew about it the whole time.
Yeah, either or.
Either or. So maybe they're watching one of us and they saw the oil and never did uncover it. Macou is there to ward off the biters at the wall.
So Happy Dude's on defense. He's going to finally make an engine build with their non-existent steel.
Don't need that many. It's one steel per engine, and 1 steel per engine. They could do it.
Yeah, but they take so long to craft.
They do take a while.
Clutch has definitely got oil up and running.
Oh, hand-fed steel on the burner patch. So you got a little bit. It's not nothing.
Okay.
It's hand-fed. It's not
they
nothing.
do have thousands of iron in a box that they could have been automating smelting for a while now.
Yes. They do have thousands.
South is mostly rebuilt. There are belts running underneath all those many, many layers of biter corpses.
All right, let's look at them. All right, North has another attack coming in. It looks like he should be able to fend this off with grenades and fish. It's not that big.
Happy Dude should have this. It's whether another one comes in through the gap whilst it's still open.
Well, it's still open, right. But their threats are both into the 2K. Looks okay. We've got medium spitters now. We crossed over the 40%. Medium spitters are out there.
Yeah, medium spitters are, again, a lot more dangerous. The acid does more damage to the player and has a little bit more splash. And yes,
3 grenades instead of 1.
Power was having issues. Did it suddenly get fixed? Oh no, North Power has not enough coal. Again.
Macou has a 2-wall thick, and he's fighting off the biters. Yo!
Yeah, which are about to break through very heavily.
Not pass. everLord's here to help out.
Look, when you're down to 2 biters sitting on the wall, reach over with your pickaxe, club them in the head. Macou has a pistol.
Macou, he still has a pistol. He's hit that button.
Just craft an SMG, please. Happy Dude has a pistol. Oh my god. We can tell where the speedrunners are.
Yep.
Out the back with the pistols.
Need to think about it.
Okay, Macou has oil. He's left gaps. Ready for a flamethrower. Are there flamethrowers? No. The first one is crafting. Flamethrowers are 20 seconds, I want to say.
Looks like the oil build was...
Yeah, 20 seconds.
Oil build is reaching into... it's going to be so close. So North has oil running along their wall. It's now 3 or 4 thick. And Happy Dude is slowly setting up that engine build. See, he's got the iron coming in. He's got steel. So it's the iron's trickling in, but he does have pipes and belt on the line.
Really quickly, except he keeps getting sidetracked. And oh, they went around the river.
Went around the river. Yeah.
They went around.
Yes.
Those guns didn't last long.
Yep. They went around that exact spot we talked about earlier on. They went around the left side of the big river.
Now wait for it to happen in the south. Because
yes.
I think if it happens in the south,
there's nothing over there. There's nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing.
And nobody has got a freaking repair pack. Walked up to the silo.
Turrets are down in the south. Turrets are down.
We have fire in the south.
We have fire in the south. Well done.
Add more walls.
So
you need to keep them on the fire side of the wall for longer.
Yep. They're going to break through. Now, same thing we talked about last weekend where they serialized them instead of paralleled them, right? The supply line goes through each one. So if one goes down, the rest of them down the line go down. So there's a better way to design those and move the turrets up and have the supply line running behind them. Talked about that with Taishan last time.
Slowly getting their flamethrowers up and running.
North has finished the research for turrets. They have.
Yep, they have. Except they're about to have biters come in right where they're making flamethrowers. Come on.
Uh-oh.
You want to eat these first.
Yep.
Eat those first. Please eat those first. No. We've blown up some of our engines.
This is tense. No, if North can put this together, we're gonna have another couple-hour match.
Oh, possibly.
Yep. North has the supply coming in at the right spot.
Yeah, there's no engines in the flamethrower machine because they blew up the assemblers. But that's the thing, like they've automated engines. That's great, except it's in a level 1 assembler. So the crafting time's actually 30 seconds to make your first flamethrower. Every single time I've done bottle battles, it's been like, no, let's get the engines up, get them automated, pick up the raw resources, handcraft them, because it crafts faster. A clutch, I really hope, yeah, there we go, walls. Clutch, the walls don't have to be in straight lines. We're happy with ziggy-zaggy lines, they're fine. It's about total wall thickness.
The French word for fire is feu.
More food needed.
More
much,
food needed.
much more food.
We need food in the south. I just looked it up. Google Translate.
Feu.
Foo.
So French have fire. Their wall is not quite thick enough to keep the biters out.
And it's free. I mean, it's essentially free. It's right out of the ground into.
Oh yeah, oil
great.
for flamethrowers is nothing. And they did have some buffer tanks, but I think
Lance's
they got eaten and not hooked back up.
Flamethrower.
That's a perfect example.
Lance's femme. Lance's flemme.
Lanceuse flamme.
But yeah, South needs to extend their wall to the other side of that little bit of water and thicken up their walls and definitely do something about the other side of the lake. Why is Dan got Burner City doing
Fire in the north. Lance
we
flamme.
got fire doing?
Flamethrower.
We've got some fire.
Yep.
One.
Got
There's one in a box. We're gonna have two. Their oil pipe got eaten again. Yeah, Whiteleaky's repairing that for the fourth time. No tanks. North has no tanks. South has one tank that's not actually hooked up to their network, which is fine. It's isolated
Where's their tank?
for reasons. South's tank's beside the silo.
It's almost dead.
Yep, and it's not hooked into the main network.
It's not hooked
fine.
into anything. Well, you can't. You don't mind that.
It's reserves, right?
Oh, they're through the wall. They're through the wall.
everLord's repairing walls again. everLord, just
Make more wall.
three wall thick already, please.
Shoot all the wall. Just layers and layers and layers.
Actually, South doesn't have a lot of brick. That's their current holdup from looks of it.
Oh, it had 6 tanks in the south till it got eaten. Oh, that makes sense. They were.
Yeah, they lost them all, and the
Oh,
oil
yeah.
used to run around the other side of them.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Lance
There's
Flim.
also still a corpse on the ground. Just saying.
Oh, that's fine. So what
South
probably
is
would be
short
a
on
good
bricks.
strategy is to move these turrets here in the south behind the flamethrowers to defend when the wall breaks through, because 2 wall deep is not going to be enough. They will break through.
Well, the catch is if you thicken up the wall, it forces the biters to pathfind around the wall. Eventually, it gets too thick that they actually go around the wall. So you don't want the wall too thick. But then again, you want the wall thick because they end up digging through 2 or 3 layers very, very quickly.
Right.
So
These guns aren't going to help anybody where they are. They're going to get trounced.
well, that was to cover their flank, and they've put some fire around there, so they don't need that cover anymore.
So here we go. Now, well, watch. The biters are going to get through here pretty
First
quick.
wall's done.
Oh. Yeah, look. Okay, look. It had 52 hit points and 43 on that thinnest
yeah.
part. So the next wave will get through, and then you'll
That
have some
wave
biters.
right there.
Yes, this one right here. This one should get through.
everLord's out there replacing the wall,
Yeah,
dodging
so it'll get
speed.
through. And then having a couple of turrets back here along a line would be good to help that situation right there.
Yeah,
And to your point, I would probably build more wall inward towards your base and thicken it up a little bit towards, because to your point, if you push it much farther out, they're going to start pathing, left, right.
It's not about pushing the wall forward or back. It's about how thick the wall is. So eventually, if it's too thick, the pathfinding penalty is too high, and the biters then path around, rather than going through the wall, they'll path around that lake.
So look,
Right.
Clutch now has the right idea where he's running the supply line different from the turret, so that the turret is not part of the chain.
No, he's being eaten.
He's being eaten.
because They're going around. This is exactly what's happening. Because the wall's so thick, they're choosing to go around the wall.
They did go around the wall. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And Clutch is down, and they're going to lose 1 turret, maybe 2. Oh.
Ooh, somebody needs repair packs. Happy Dude's out to grab more coal because that's their current shortage.
I agree.
For reasons I don't understand, because there's coal on every line, but okay.
Now, it is time for repair pack. So before, we would joke about repairing wall, or repairing belt, or any of that business. You don't do that. You don't bother.
Don't bother repairing
you do
wall
bother,
ever. Just put down more wall.
You do bother repairing flame turrets. Launch flame.
Yeah. Flamers need repair. South is the wall's broken again. All the biters are on fire, so they are going to die, but they get some damage in the meantime.
Pack de réparation.
And everLord has no wall. The South needs more wall.
Pack de réparation. I could do French.
Pack de réparation.
Repair pack. Whiteleaky is now putting the wall over there on the other side.
So things that are worth spending repair packs on: silo, flamethrowers. Everything else, 1 hit point's enough.
Maybe turrets. Maybe. Depending.
Not at this point.
Not at this point. Yeah, maybe early on, but not at this point. Pre-flamethrower, yeah. Because they take a long time to craft and they're expensive.
They're expensive.
They're just freaking expensive.
And North is about to get attacked. Technically, they have no oil hooked up to their flamers. It's just running on pipe pressure.
Oh. Who, north or south?
North.
North. Oh.
And the fact that they don't have the flamers hooked up to the main line really doesn't matter, because they have their undergrounds right beside the flamers. And spitters have a splash of 1.5 tiles. So that means those undergrounds are going to get destroyed no matter what.
And they're cut off right now. There's no supply going in. Or is... Wait, is there?
Nope.
No, there's not. It's just whatever's in the line. And that's it. They're gonna get cut off really soon.
So yeah, the thicker both teams make their walls, the more it forces the biters to path around the walls. And the only way you can stop that is by walling in solidly the whole base. But they've both gone out very far to the sides, for oil and for coal. So you'd have to wall very, very far. Like, Whiteleaky's gone an awful way out. Hopefully that's enough to convince the biters to keep coming in at the front. But no guarantees.
everLord sticking with the too thick wall.
They don't have enough wall. That's their issue.
They don't have enough.
And Dan is setting up another line of iron. I don't know why at all. Really, they need to get another line of mixed ore running, mainly for the stone.
Yep, I agree. And yeah, that is their number one issue, is they don't have enough stone coming off of this. Like, look, this is their only stone patch. And this is their brick makers, and that is it. They are hurting for wall. And the difference is Team North made a mixed ore patch, and they've got tons of stone. In fact, stone is in their way, so they just convert all that to wall, and now they have a nice thick 4 or 5 deep wall. And there's your difference. That might be the difference in the game.
That and North has several thousand bits of everything in boxes.
In boxes.
For reasons.
Well, the wall is the most important part. I would agree with your statement. It is kind of a disjointed effort here, but I mean, scoreboard is 49 to 48, 49 to 49 rounding. But look at the difference in the two wall producers. There are 10 wall makers in the north and 2 wall makers in the south.
There's 4. You're missing 2 in the south. There's 2 on the mixed ore smelter, and then there is 2 on their stone patch.
In the south?
In the south.
Ah, I see them. Yes. 4 in the south and 10 in the north. And there's your difference in ease of defense, because everLord's having to stay there and replace wall the whole time.
He has to stay there because their walls are very thin.
Yes.
And yes, he needs to keep putting down walls continuously.
Right.
They do have a little burner brick running in their mixed ore patch that has some brick in it, but not a lot.
Not a lot, right.
Meanwhile, like North has a couple of exact same. They've got some burner brick, and I did see somebody at some stage put down an attempt at a path.
Yep. And that means North has 3 people to build and make progress while the walls are on auto defense, whereas South has 2 people to make progress where everLord is on defense.
Okay, everLord and Dan. Well, Dan is setting up steel. Fine.
Maybe 50% is. It's 50% is our next threshold for big biters. But
Yeah,
I mean, look at
that gets
North.
nasty.
North could easily fend off.
No, they couldn't.
North couldn't. Why not?
Whatever's about to come out of your mouth, the answer is no, they couldn't.
Not behemoth biters. It's not 90%.
Even big biters are going to give them. They're going to be nasty, like really nasty.
Launch the flame. Launch flame.
Repair pack.
More hit
Pack
points.
de réparation.
And you gotta remember, like, flamethrowers in biter battles have a 50% nerf. So they do half the damage as they would do in vanilla.
Also, North's North's
There we
supply
go,
is cut off.
50%. Yeah, that's fine. There's still half a... The pipe's still half full. It's fine.
Look at this one right here. All these, they will start to go down. The pipes are half full. They're not going to last that long, and they're up over 50. The South's up over 50%. North is almost there. One more throw, and both teams will be up over 50%.
Oh, everLord, you gotta hit the small biter. There we go. Okay, so Whiteleaky is doing another mixed smelter. He's finally converted to the bottom. The bottom one that was doing nothing is now up and running as well.
Mm-hmm.
So Whiteleaky is just in charge of more and more mixed.
Junk spill. We had a junk spill.
Yes. Yes. This is why you don't get changed whilst playing Factorio. You can't empty your pockets.
Yep, junk spill.
South are going blue sides, you reckon?
Right side North is going to use up some of the oil in the pipe.
The precious pipe pressure.
The
Yep.
precious pipe pressure. That'll be fine.
No, that's cleared out. That's cleared out. Macou is going for a whole bunch more iron.
When that's gone, they're going to figure it out, and it's going to be... Oh, did they fix it? They fixed it. Okay, they have it fixed. There's still a flame turret that is in series with 200 hit points out of 1,400.
It's fine. Only needs 1 hit point to shoot back.
Yep, and there's a pipe over here with 13 health. 2 pipes with 13 health. That would all of those would break the chain right there.
Okay, so North is going for more military. Okay, plain and simply more military. Happy Dude's working on that right now. South, Macou has gone and grabbed a heap more iron. They have set up another iron smelter and steel smelter in the middle of their base.
3rd level of walls going down for South. Yay.
Hey, everLord
Yay,
finally
there we
found
go.
more than 3 walls in the box.
There we go. They lost a couple of boxes of wall. See, look, it's only 8 or 10. The big one was losing grenades, and they're not boxing grenades anymore.
No, they just accepted they're going to get eaten, so they just grab them off the belt. Grab them off the belt's a smart way to go.
They're just gonna get eaten. I don't know.
Iron and steel. Iron and steel. More military?
Yep.
Like, they have copper on their mixed...
Here we
Yeah,
go.
they've got copper up here. So I don't really need more copper.
It's dry. My eye's dry. Let's keep having to close it.
Well, you can't rub it, because that's against the rules.
I just did.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that, Dad. You can't.
I just did. Am I infected? I just infected
Probably.
myself.
Yeah, there's a good amount of military science and green science in the south, and in the north, pretty much they're religiously throwing the military, at least, not always the logistics science.
I'd like to put a screen over here instead. I need to move my desk. It's a weird desk. My desk is shifted left because there's a drawer over here. I bang my knee on. And this is my right one because I'm backwards. This is my right. See, it's an L. They're looking away from each other. Sometimes, I guess. I'm trying to look at two things at once. Oh, large biter. Okay, large biter in the south. First one I've seen.
Oh, there we go. First one I've seen as well. Look,
See, it's pretty quick.
South needs to just throw something just to get north over that extra 0.3%. And it's not as if they're short of packs. Like there's 200 military,
Okay, got touch mine.
probably 300 military sitting right there, with about the same in logistics. Dan is... I have no idea what Dan's doing.
I can see
Dan is finally going to get more stone.
See, now you got me thinking about my eyes. Got eyelashes in them.
Generally, you have eyelashes attached to your eyes.
No, I touched
Generally.
my face. I touched my face.
Well, you're not meant to do that. There we go. 400 and 350. So that puts south ahead.
52 to 53.
Just.
Barely. Would not be a bad idea for a radar out here, so both teams could see it.
Well, mainly so the north team can see it. I don't really think they care whether the south team can see that corner or not, but we'd love to see that corner.
Yeah. And there's another one filled up. Yeah. Touching my face, not touching my face. What's this guy doing? Oh
Doing
yeah.
what?
Look at this spitter out here. He's kicking this rock's ass.
The rock deserved it. Actually, it's only doing 2 hit points per spit.
Had it coming.
Oh no, the damage has gone up.
Oh.
It's getting bonus damage now.
There's a hole in the wall. There's a hole in the wall, and there's the biters saw my X, and they're going right for it. They're going to walk through it.
It's
And they're
all on
through. They are through.
Oh.
My! And they have large ones through.
No, he's still being burnt. It's fine. But that flamer is
Oh.
gone. They're all lit up. They will die. And those guns that you said that they should move, turns out they did move them.
They did move them,
And they also put better ammo in them.
but it's not.
What is South doing? South is definitely going, yeah, chemical science. I don't know why.
Maybe because they want to win.
They don't have the resources for chemical science. Like, you need iron, you need copper for red circuits, you need plastic. You
That's
do
a
need
slog.
iron and steel. Okay, yeah, iron and steel. They did just grab that iron. All right, maybe.
They got some copper right there. It's probably enough for a half line. Is probably
They
best
have
we
a
could do with
bunch of copper up in these chests from their mixed.
it. Yeah.
Their mixed patch. So copper's pretty much done. So yeah, okay, it's iron, it's refineries, but it's one hell of a build.
Oh yeah. Look, 2,300 in each one. 1,300 in each one.
Happy dude is extending that wall. He's really hoping to cover. Actually, there's a little lake over there. If he ties it into that lake, maybe he'd be okay.
Watch. 3 matches today. They're all going to go 3 hours.
Oh, I hope not.
What's our time? 90 minutes in.
Oh, this one's meant to finish within 30 minutes, right?
Holler if you gotta hit the restroom.
Don't say that, Clown Town.
I took an Advil, ibuprofen for my toe, and I feel so much better. My toe's not hurting near as bad.
Oh, well, what you need to do is you need to pick up the other weight and drop it on the other foot. Problem solved.
Oh my goodness.
They come in pairs, right?
Felt no problemo last night. Oh, they went around.
Ooh, no, that's fine. Dead.
All right, the good ammo turrets are good.
everLord is building on the other side of the lake. He can see it coming.
Good.
Although that wall is a long way out from those flamers.
It is, and it's one.
One wall's fine.
Look!
Sure,
yeah, you're right.
Sure
Look at the flamers. They can barely touch it, and they're all in series again.
Yeah, like series parallel. Like ideal world, run them in parallel, but as long as they got fire, as long as they got oil hooked into them, they should be okay.
It's a tight match so far. They've both teams have been on their heels a couple times.
Both teams have got enough fire up and running. Nothing is going to happen until we get behemoths.
Probably.
So it's just who can push the Evo up the fastest. All right. North is going for just military, more and more military. South is going for bigger and better defenses. Great idea. Oh, and with second layer of wall for everLord. Second layer of wall for everLord. Yep. And
Wheatlaw, I hope you're happy. Now I'm just sitting here messing with my eye all the whole time.
Clown.
I'm just gonna look. I'm gonna get a patch. Where's my? I have a patch.
You're gonna get a patch. You're just gonna become full pirate and just be done with it.
I do have a steampunk single eye lens that I'm gonna put over it.
Okay.
And I have a fan going, which my fan's over here, which is probably why that fan is aimed right into my eye, which is probably why it's dry.
That would probably explain it.
I think Ash stole that thing.
I'm not going to ask any questions. Okay, so everLord's expanding wall left, right, and center.
Good.
To try and cover themselves. South is going to potentially eventually end up with some boost to production in some way to push the other team's Evo up. North, on the other hand, can pretty much freely expand military several times over. Because they have, from their giant mix patch, plenty of resources to burn. So we'll see how the teams split their resources shortly. Oh, we've got big spitters.
Now ask me what's wrong with my eye.
We got big spitters in the north. The flamethrower animations are so satisfying. They are. Burnt bugs. Burnt bugs are awesome. Clown, you look ridiculous. Just so you know.
Arr. It's not a pirate patch. It's a steampunk patch. I have no idea. I think I blame Badger. Badge and I were talking about something. I think we found this on. It's a steampunk something or other because he likes the steampunk.
Oh, this was on a Everything About You stream.
Yes, everything, nothing about you. Exclamation point NAY. Nay. Look, and I think I ended up adding it to a wish list or something, and it ended up in my cart, and I accidentally bought it. It was $8 or something.
Actually, I think I posted the link in chat, and it was a really, really long link, and then you shortened it down, and
was it you? It was your fault.
I think so. I do remember. So I don't normally catch them because they're on a weird time for me. So I don't normally catch them. It was one I actually caught. Oh, cool. So
yeah, this thing.
Wimax, thank you for the follow. Welcome.
So Wheatlaw asks a good question. Why don't biters come from the sides anymore? I think it was a bad decision. So I'll show you because
very, very north.
If you look in the north, you see the tip of a V of biters. What used to happen in previous version in the previous tournament, they were in a half I guess you would call a hemicircle, because it's exactly half. A semicircle around the players in the base, so they could come from all sides. And for reasons, who knows?
Because speedrunners suggested it.
Or complained about or something. But now they appear in a V, a wedge like this, and they focus all their attacks here. So what that means is you need to only defend in really kind of one central zone, which there's a couple of places here that you could get attacked from. Like they could come around. But so there is a front zone. But what it means is you can outpost freely. And you don't have to defend these. And that's the real big implication, is that coal out here that I'm looking at, way over here to the right side, and this oil, and this iron.
And the iron in the south,
that one, and that one are all completely safe from biters. The only way that you would end up doing this is you would, if you get out there, is if you ran some biters over there and died, and then the biters took them out.
Well, look, in the past...
Or chained a series of military targets over.
Structures, yeah.
And they would follow some pathing over there, and then they would get them. But otherwise...
In the past, it was very, very unlikely that they'd attack more than about 60 degrees off the silo. It would happen if you forced the Evo high enough.
Right.
And that was a tactic. That you'd have two teams fighting off against one another, and one team would just stop throwing, and they'd bank up a lot, and then throw in a giant heap to try and force the threat high enough to start having biters come in from the sides and flank the defenses. Now, doesn't matter how high you push that threat, because they only spawn from that V, they only come down center mass.
Right.
And it removed one of the I don't know, one of the death blows that you could have.
Yep. Also,
that's the problem.
So right now, it's not as if they're attacking only one spot. You still have kind of 1, 2, 3 fronts to defend on, right? This is kind of typical.
I would disagree. There's one front, which is the center one, and occasionally, as the threat gets higher and higher and higher, they will spread out a little bit, but it's not a massive amount, not like it used to be.
Right. Or what you could do what Taishan does, and Taishan from the Comfy team, which has been very successful, by the way, undefeated, the Comfy guys.
Yes, they have.
They moved way the hell up here and straight out towards the biters and aggro them and having one untakeable fort Whiteleaky. Exactly. That's what Taishan would do, is he would push it way out here and kind of go make a little line about right there. I'm showing it with my mouse, probably from here to here, and that was it. He would take all the threat there and even go in there and try and do a little bit of threat farming off of that, and then that would free up his teammates behind him to build this massive base and go attack. And so far, it has been very successful. Right. Hey, Jamie. Wheatlaw, I'll blame you. This is...
I don't know. The VOD's out there somewhere. Like, surely somebody can go and pick up the VOD and go back, watch, and find out where the link came from.
Now I'm scratching my own eye, my other eye.
Oh, okay. So you spread the disease from one eye to the other.
So this is going to be the name of the game until the evolution gets up to 90%. So we're going to be here for a little bit, I think. Oh, it might... Okay, I think it might be handed. Hang on a second. Oh, that's way better. Okay, when I put it on my other eye, which is my left, your right, it is so much more comfortable because it is a left. It is a left-eyed device.
So you're putting on backward. That's what you're telling us.
I did. I had it on backwards for a while.
Ah.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not ambiguous.
Okay. Well, I just searched my Chrome history, and I can't find any links for Amazon, Steampunk, anything. So maybe it wasn't me. And luckily, I don't visit Amazon that often, so I could very, very quickly search back to the start of last month.
What JD means to say is that he visits Amazon all the time. Loves Amazon.
No.
Would love to be an Amazon Twitch partner.
I'd love to be a partner, but in Australia, no. Amazon has horrible, horrible, horrible things. It's overpriced. It's not worth it.
Pack de réparation.
They do have landfill.
Ooh, Amazon?
No. Well, it's Amazon. They probably do have landfill. On a side note, what I would actually be doing is I'd be landfilling right out to the middle of that lake and putting down 3 flamethrowers.
It's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah, a straight line, straight out. No more wall. That'd be great. Yeah, that's a great idea.
And even if it just lays down fire as they're coming into the top of the lake and walking around it,
Yes.
as long as they're outside spit range, you don't have to defend them.
Fine. Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
And it's going to kill off all the smalls. It's going to kill off... Well, it's going to do damage at least to the mediums, if not kill them outright, and definitely do damage to the bigs.
This doesn't help my fan issues because the dry eye is still getting fanned.
Okay, so south is...
That is the best idea, is landfill right out here. Put a little dut, and then somewhere around right here, throw three flame turrets, 2 east, west, and 1 north. Let them go to town. Agree.
Yeah.
Can't go too far because then it'll get spat upon and die.
Yeah.
But for sure, easy money.
Like right in the middle, yeah, right in the middle. Just 3 flamers, even like 1 north, 1 east, 1 west. Done.
$10.99. I'll sell this one. I paid $8 for it. I'll sell it to you for $11. $3.
South is about to get chemical science up and running. Have they fallen behind, or are people just not throwing?
Okay, there's petroleum, and petroleum's getting tanked only.
North looks
57
like
to 60. Evolution. Or stone. And coal. There's boxing up the ore.
Where are you? Okay, you're there.
Yeah.
No. If you want classic boxing up ore, it's in the north side. They're boxing the iron, and then if you look at their iron ore belt that's feeding their smelter, it doesn't actually have enough iron on it.
Yep. There you go. Yep. Move that
Reasons.
to here. No.
Reasons.
Agree.
South still does not have
they're going to be
ore.
out of stone. Look here. There are...
Yeah, there's
1, 2,
nothing
3,
left.
4, 5. So that stone will be gone.
They're getting most of their stone from the mixed ore
From the
patches,
mixed
so
ore
they
patches,
really
right.
don't care.
Right.
But Whiteleaky has gone a little bit flamethrower crazy and is definitely covering the north thoroughly now. Unfortunately, with they've put their flamers hard up against those undergrounds, so when the flamers get spat upon, those undergrounds are going to break no matter what. And yeah.
God dang. It's not working.
Okay, South literally needs plastic. Is that all they need? Plastic, the steel belt hooked up, and then they'll start mass producing. Well, they'll start producing blue circuits, blue science.
Nukes and artillery are not part of this game. Question from chat.
Correct. They are, the research itself is disabled in the scenario. My counter argument to that is, if somebody can afford to get artillery researched and built,
do it. They should do it.
they should have the right to bombard you across the river.
It's a lot. I mean, it really is a lot.
Maybe make sure the rocket silo can't take damage from the other team with some weird special scenario code. But if they feel like blowing up your power with their artillery, fair game. All right, I'll accept that one.
Yeah.
Same goes for nukes.
I'll allow it.
If you choose to spend 5,000 science packs on a research rather than throwing it at the other team, you deserve to nuke them.
Or, not a bad idea, they use it on the biter nests. And let them expand, give themselves a break.
Sounds like a jetty plane. It's definitely a jetty plane. Like building artillery and shooting at the other base definitely was something I would do. It's why the river's wider now, because I kept shooting across the river.
Yep. All right, South is about to have their wall broken through. Very close.
And North is setting up more military builds.
They are at
So
one thin in a spot and 2 thin in another spot.
Wall.
Here's the thing: is if and when they are broken through. I mean,
it's how quickly a player can get down there and fix it.
And do they have grenades on hand? On their person, or do they have a? I mean, they don't have a gun. Do they have turrets in their inventory that they could throw down and?
I'm willing to bet all the players have grenades now. Like they have flamers in boxes.
Ooh,
which
someone broke a pipe. What is it?
North, south. Yeah, it ran out. So it has fired for over 30 seconds without any oil hooked up to it. So it's chewed up its internal buffer, and it's finally run dry, which means it's been broken for a while and nobody's noticed.
Right.
Oh, here's a Macou with wall.
Yep.
Does he have a pipe?
See if everLord sees it.
Yeah.
DanGio throwing to north.
So North has sort of run the gauntlet, and they're out of wall.
And look at that. They marked them for destruction so they could run through them. There's a little bug. You guys don't see what's going on in the south. One of the features of Factorio is they can deconstruct this wall, deconstruct planner, and this allows players to walk through them. So you don't even have to make gates.
That is your gate.
That is your gate. So, and this is a great way to have gates before you have bots. Because
once you have bots, it's really bad.
It's really bad because they'll just take it away. Yep. You run by there and spaghetti-o. The bots will just take away your wall, and here come the biters. But until you have bots, this is completely fine.
Yeah, that's the
feature.
It's like a Schrodinger's gate because it's open and closed at the same time. Correct. Open players, closed to biters. So, North is really out of excess wall. They can't really stretch too many more military builds.
Right. They're going to use, if they use up too many military builds, they're going to take away from the wall replacement that they ultimately have to do.
Well, Whiteleaky is putting down more and more miners. So they're definitely aware of it, and they're definitely getting more and more of these smelters up and running. But it ultimately means they need to find somewhere for all that iron and copper and all the other resources. Happy Dude has started... Well, they have started taking some of the excess plate that they've boxed up and actually putting use for it. But, yeah. Again, same story. They're starting to spread their resources a little bit thin.
So Mourinho asks, this is vanilla. Well, it is a It's a scenario. So it is you can best describe it as a server-side mod. It's a server-only side mod. So all these players that joined in, they didn't have to download anything special. They just joined the server, and the server takes care of everything for them. So it's not a mod that you have to install or a version or everything. It's pretty neat. Comfy did a great job on it.
No, Stinson, you pretty much missed nothing. At the moment, we're just trying to stack Evo both teams. And slowly there is a gap showing. Slowly.
Yep. North is
but
pulling
then
ahead.
South has finally got chemical science up and running.
Yep. So here, this is going to be, this is big. Here comes your chemical science build. And they are feeding it.
Man, we're sorry we're so awful. Love Whiteleaky.
Fans. Oh, mansies. No, it's a feature of a quote feature of base vanilla. So I'd be curious to see if they do pick out any. I'm on the wrong team. Am I on the wrong team? They're making
I don't know.
chemical.
Are you on the wrong team?
They're making chemical science on South, but I don't see chemical science. Oh, it has been. Okay, I clicked on the wrong team. Okay, they did research that technology. Okay. Uh-oh, beep beep.
Hey, Judy, I won't say anything very great because I got love for Clown. Ouch. Canadian saying sorry. Oh, what a stereotype. Okay.
Hey, Keithy, can you fix the gate problem? No, not really. It's like in the base code. I don't know. It's a thing. You probably can't use the mod scenario to fix this issue. All right, before the action gets too hype, I may leave it right here and go grab a coffee and hit the restroom because this may go on for a little bit. Do you want to go?
Good idea.
Do you want to go first, or are you good?
Nah, you go.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay, take over, and then when I come back, if you want to go, you just let me know.
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
Teamwork. There you go. All right, I'm going to leave it.
This is why we got two casters.
All right, I'm going to leave it right here on the big picture so you can see if anybody breaks through, and in case Whiteleaky says anything else.
Oh, we're down to one more thick. Now, happy to patch it already. Boring. Put some holes in the wall. Applesauce, thank you for the follow. Who is the play-by-play commentator and who is the play-by-play commentator and who is the color commentator? I would guess I'm the play-by-play commentator and color commentator would probably be Clowntown. Clowntown, who just went for a bathroom break after scratching his eye for the last 10 minutes. I really hope he watched his hands. He's going to be at home, self-quarantine, and sick all at the same time. Is that getting thin? everLord, don't throw grenades at your walls. Look at all the damage you did. Fire does wonders. There we go. Is that's definitely caught them up, I'd imagine. What's that? 2.6. With a decent amount of threat. Yeah, I think that's put them close to one. Oh, now we got a Nephrem's here as well. Did you say you have matches each weekend? Yes, and they've managed to do, this one is 3 matches back to back. So they're normally organized for every weekend, and this time around we just end up having 3 matches, which is this match, I think a makeup match from last week, and a new match. And yeah, 2 matches and a makeup match, I think. JP, no landfill. No landfill. Always Sundays. It's on the weekend. There's no guarantee. So what I do is I catch all the ones I possibly can. They're on weekends. At the moment, they've just decided they're going to do 3 on Sunday, back to back to back, which is fine because they scheduled the first one for my 2 a.m. But come my 7 a.m., so 5 hours from the start, already 2.5 hours in, I have to get kids out of bed and off to school. So at that point, I might need to leave Clown Town to cover the end of it. At which point, I don't know. Because he's also got other commitments around about my 9 a.m. Yeah, that belt is full. Oh, that's dedicated stone. Oh. Mud and hoe. Think of it, follow. Whiteleaky's going to do wall right here. The big biters will begin landfilling. Is it big biters or is it behemoths? I thought biters turning a landfill was something that only behemoths did. I'd have to look at the code. It's not full yet. Done. Brown. Let's see. There's too many corpses in the way. Oh, I see it on map view. Okay. Yes. Sorry, landfill showing up on map view is a new thing. It started happening in the north as well. So, Clowntown's poor stream, because Clowntown is a horrible, horrible streamer. At least I don't read chat, but at least I'm present. Where the biters are currently attacking now in south, which are about to break through the wall, they also, when they die, have a chance of putting down landfill. And eventually, with enough deaths, that lake's going to disappear. It's going to take a while, but it will happen. And behemoths definitely have a higher chance. Do the players know what's happening? I would assume so. On the south side, I can definitely say that these players are veteran enough that they should know. On the north side, no idea. Is this new? It's new-ish. It's been since... It was implemented after last tournament, but well before the change of the V-spike of the biters attacking. So it's been there for a long time. And from memory, we've tested it, and you can't... Even if you can drag the biters all the way up to the river and kill them, they won't landfill across the river. We've tried. Just because reasons. Plastic machines. South needs more plastic. They're going to need at least another machine to get enough plastic out to get both. Maybe not. But that's a lot of chemical science now running. It also means that they're probably going to start digging into their oil reserves, which is dangerous. There's oil out there that's probably safe. Yeah, that oil's probably safe. That's a lot of fire in the south. and a lot of biters. And that's down to now just one tile. That's going to get dangerous. They're filling it in. I guess they know about it, but I would now be walling across that little rear gap. South they were using their blue pots for research. Oh, no, they haven't. But they're loaded in the labs automatically. That big biter really want to get across the gap. Oh, all the biters want to get across all the gaps and do all the chewing. North is going for more fire. More, lots more fire. Ever in doubt, add more fire. And I don't know what the point of the gap in the wall is. Yep, they're going for absolute overkill. So because they got more fire, even though fire has had a nerf, if you stack more flamethrower turrets on them, that fire has 2 damages. It has instant damage when it hits, plus it has the, it was covered in a previous Friday Facts, the, it's written there on the right. The area of effect size of 100 damage, no. 90 per second? I think it's the 90 per second one. Is... That one doesn't stack, but the other one does stack with more flamethrowers. Hey, you clown!
Hey, I hear these make you better. You better at Factorio. I have a banana.
Oh yeah, Clantown, you need to be better at Factorio, and you need to go look at the little lake in the south that's slowly getting smaller and smaller. Because you probably don't know this one. When you kill a big biter and a behemoth biter, if they die beside water, they slowly turn into landfill.
What?
See, I told you Clantown didn't know about it.
What sizes?
Big and behemoth.
Big and behemoth. So this lake is getting what? I guess the same thing is happening here and here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you look at map view at the little lake in the south, you can see there's definitely some brown pixels.
Yes.
They're landfilled ones. Happen via biters.
Interesting. Oh yeah, look, the brown underneath next to the sand. Yeah, like this little thing. Yeah. They got walls on them, but you can see the brown underneath them. Right there. Oh, that's what the splashing is, right? When they die.
No, the splash is the water particles. Same as if you throw a grenade near water, you get a pretty splash particle. Fire does the same thing. And technically biter blood does as well. But yeah, North's going for absolute fire overkill, which I love. I really like it. Unfortunately, their northwest flamethrowers are still hooked up to a pipe with nothing but pressure in it. It's been disconnected for quite some time and has remained that way. And south is like they've got 2 chemical builds up and running, and a bunch of flamethrowers sitting in boxes still that they have to hand feed steel. That nobody's remembering to hand feed steel because they have no steel.
They got steel for the engines. So they should just hand feed engines at this point because they've got engines that are feeding into blue circuits, blue science circuits.
Blue science, yep. Blue circuits, the blue thingies.
Yep, and they have red circuits feeding into blue, so they've got good. They've caught up too. North was
they're closing the gap.
Closing the gap.
North has just started the research to do blue science. Because they've sort of realized that they can't really get any more walls out of what they have. They sort of maxed it out.
So King of Awesome, if you wanted to play this with your friends, the guys who I just linked in the chat, Comfy, They're the curators of this scenario. It's all very public. They have a GitHub where everybody can go look at the code. It's very public. All that. They host a server 24/7 where you and your friends can jump on. It's a public server, so you and your friends and 20 other schmoes can go in there and fight each other. Or you can go in there.
It's worth doing. It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. Or you can go in there and grab the scenario yourself and set up your own server and throw it on there. It's doable.
The gap's down at a 0.6. That's tight. Military.
They are still throwing 251. Good. That brings it up. 251 thrown. So Sora, can you do exclamation point BB points? All one word, BB points. And that'll show you the ratio.
Whiteleaky's about to throw.
Boom, 279.
Both emptied their stockpiles. There's what, 1.5% between them.
There you go.
Yeah,
Thanks, Stinson.
1.5%. But yeah, so far, like South's been running chemical science for a little while now, and so far they haven't really started putting a dent in their stockpiles of crude. North never bothered putting in a tank, so they haven't tanked any oil up until this point. Oh no, I take that back. They did put in tanks. They have tanks right here on the mixed ore patch.
Uh-huh. Oh, and they're just a dead end. They tank. Okay, they just tank it on dead end. Okay.
That's fine. And they also didn't tap
Doable.
all the oil spots. You're right, Stinson. And I didn't see that. I just assumed if somebody's going to run all the way out there, they'd tap everything.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bottom left-hand corner of North Space, red circuits. I assume.
Good question. Yes, it would have. It has to be, right?
Possibly.
Yeah, it has to be.
So
Or blue
that's
science
class.
goes to the outside. All the stuff goes to the inside.
I have no idea. Oh, Happy Dude fed 700 packs. Where the hell were they hiding, Happy? Oh, it was the original build. That's just been stockpiling forever. And nobody checked the boxes. Well, there you go.
The fire's great. The graphics and sprites and all of that sort of thing greatly improved. They've done a lot of work on flamethrowers and collisions and all of that sort of stuff. It's really great. They've done a
That
great
could be a
job.
problem. That could definitely be a problem.
Oh, mm-hmm.
No, almost. Very
Almost.
almost. There's definitely a wall down there with 5 hit points, and the other ones are missing.
Another blue.
Oh, South's putting down another blue build. Oh, Dan, you're off by a tile. Go back, start again. Start again. Yeah, South's starting to run out of space. North has a very long, flat base, and South sort of pushed out early, lined themselves up according to these two water masses, and then wrapped their walls in, and they're sort of starting to get a little bit tight on space now.
All right, I'm good to go for another 4 hours now. Let's do it.
Yeah, I've only got 3 hours, and then I gotta get kids out of bed
Oh my goodness,
and off to school.
you're savage.
Yeah, get up at 1 a.m. to do a 2 a.m. biter battles all the way through to possibly 7 a.m. or later.
Oh goodness.
Like this match is over 2 hours in. And then it means the next match could possibly be the same, and
Same thing.
the one after that could possibly be the same. Yeah, 10 wide wall is a little bit defensive, but then again, when you get to behemoths, a group of behemoths will eat through a 10 thick wall in one wave.
Oh, here we go.
Just chew through it.
They're through.
Oh,
They're hurt, but they're through. They can do it. Whoa.
just wall everything. Macou, maybe don't stand in the fire. Just suggestions. So,
He
they
runs
went
in
through
there,
the
puts them all
walls.
in, and then very quickly, putain.
Through the walls, not through the water. Away from the water. Macou, leave the walls there. Like, just remove what you need to put their flamethrower back and leave the walls.
Oh, that's great.
They're fine.
Oh, phew. Putain.
0.8 of a difference now. I was right. Red circuits in the south. Oh, in the north, rather. Clash has done a red circuit build, so they just need engines, which is steel, which nobody's built yet. No.
Stinson, settle down. Settle down. My goodness.
See, this is why you're allowed to say the word "shut up," chat. Right?
Settle down. Oh my goodness.
Are they just gonna tap? How is that green?
So weak
circuit?
pipe.
Maybe.
All right. Oh my goodness.
So North hasn't
73.
realized. No, South hasn't realized yet, but they're using their copper off their mixed ore patch to run their green circuits and red circuits. At least, hang on. I think red circuits gets copper cable from green circuits. Yes, they're technically using copper faster than they're mining it. So that's going to come back and haunt them eventually.
We got green circuits going for 3. How many lines? They have their 3rd blue science build up and running.
Up and running.
Wow. Well, it'll be up and running here in a few moments because engines are already in these machines, and now here comes the reds and the sulfurs.
Yep, the build just got turned on. So, but the thing is, they're technically negative in copper, and I'm wondering when somebody's going to realize. And what are you doing, everLord? Where are you taking that belt to?
Oh, he's going to take it all the way back to.
Oh, that's for sulfur, is it? Oh, yeah, it's
Yeah.
for sulfur.
Yeah.
Okay. There's always those rocks in the way.
Yep.
So important for the first 5 minutes, and then so annoying for the next 5 hours.
Yep. There you go. Okay. Well, that's the game right here, is to get that on that side. And pull the engines in. So here comes blue again. They're going to output. And more blue.
Output, feed it on the same belt that's
And
also
there we
doing
go.
military science and green
South,
science.
South has now taken the lead in
box
evolution.
everything.
Just now.
Yeah, 0.5 ahead.
Mm-hmm. So 2 hours, 13 minutes in. South just now pulls ahead. Well done.
Sorry, yeah, if there was a hole in the north wall, I missed it.
No,
It'd been patched already.
it's been patched already. See, look how quickly a team of medium biters gets through. Now imagine, 4 times the hit points, 4 times the biting power, and just mow through them, right? Look at the enemies. So maybe we'll briefly look at these enemies here. So hit points, 10 times the health. So health
Oh,
is,
yeah, behemoths are way nastier.
So big biters, the blue ones that are attacking right now, are 300 hit points. The behemoths are 3,000. These hit for 30 damage apiece. The behemoths hit for 90. and they are 40% faster walking speed. And they have resistances. So the resistance is 8 out of 10 on the big biters that are attacking now.
No. Straight to flamers. Flamers is the only thing that matters at that point.
Yeah, physical. They're hard. I mean, basically, you're not killing them with grenades anymore. Because of this. That second one, they have explosion damage. So you're either killing them with fire, or prayer, or something. I don't know. Get out of there. Right? I don't know. The strategy behind that is probably lasers, which means
fire and lasers,
which more fire and more lasers. So I put in 3 values: physical 8 out of 10, which is mediums, but then physical 12 of 10 and explosive 12 of 10. Behemoth is around the side. Around the side.
Into the labs.
They've got
labs. Eat the boxes. Eat the boxes. No, eat the boxes. Eat the boxes full of ammo.
JD impartial.
Yeah, I am impartial. I'm just rooting for the biters.
No matter which team they're on.
Yeah. Go Team Biter.
Team Biter. Yeah. Look. Okay. So that's not as bad. They didn't lose too much. That's a thing. They just came around the first time we've seen it, unless you guys saw it when I was out.
Nope,
but they came around right over there, and they turned that corner, took out all 8 of those guns so quick, and then start eating into their labs. If they were here, look at this blue science that was in there. All of that was just thrown. DanGio wisely goes over and grabs them and says, "All right, that could have been our science, and we're gonna throw them."
So South is doing medium power poles and portable batteries.
Get her done.
For probably modular armor.
Modular armor.
Modular armor. Can you even get shields?
They have repaired their biter, or their silo. Their silo now. Yep, they are. So that's medium poles and batteries.
Oh, they're doing batteries for lasers.
For
So
lasers.
South is going to go to lasers.
Accumulators, but they got to get to lasers, and lasers are right here. Batteries,
Well,
optics, lasers, and then the laser turrets right there. Boom.
the biggest thing with lasers is until you get enough upgrades into them, so at least 5 upgrades.
You get a lot of
4
upgrades.
upgrades.
But they've got blue
4
science.
upgrades.
They've got blue science.
Yeah.
So one could argue that they
But
are.
it's expensive.
It is expensive, but they are gonna put in their. Hey, what's up, Shady? They're gonna put in their linchpin. Did South lose supply for flame turrets? Oh.
Go, Spitter. Go, Spitter. No, Spitter!
They just fixed it. I think they did. It's low.
The rest of them are going around. So, what's happened is everLord has thickened up this wall. It was like 5 tiles thick. It's now, what's that, 10? 10-ish. Because the wall's thicker,
They're running around.
the biters find it easier to path around than path through.
Yeah, so this is what we're saying. This wall right here is too thick, and now they're starting to go around.
So everLord has 2 choices. Either thin out the wall or extend the wall out further.
Right, and flatten it out, and just kind of come straight out like this, which is what North has done. They just went one big flat area instead of turning the corner.
Yeah. Happy Dude finally has a steel build
look.
on the right side of the base, which is feeding a blue science on the left-hand side of the base.
So
For
here's
reasons.
batteries to lasers. So there's lasers, there's the laser turret, and then after that, there's shooting speed. So look, they could presumably go all the way down to energy weapons 4 with blue science, which is a lot. I mean, it's
a lot of packs.
100,
It's,
200, 300,
1,000?
400. It's 1,000 blue packs a piece, and then another for shooting speed. That's for damage. For shooting speed is 350, so 1,350 of all of those packs. But they could get some lasers up and running. And then it doesn't even guarantee. It doesn't even guarantee that that they have the power to put out there, because the power is another consideration. They're gonna have to start bucketing steam.
That's a dead lab.
They have to. They're
That's a
gonna have to put some
dead
steam
lab.
tanks over here, or start some accumulators or something.
Oh wow! So you remember how I was saying it just needs 1 hit point to work? That's all it needs.
They don't
Lab.
have-
One hit point.
Where? Oh, the lab has 1 hit point and it's gone.
No, it's dead.
We're just on that. This is real bad. They got to fix this wall yesterday. These guns are good. Steel ammo in here. The piercing ammo.
Yeah, AP ammo is definitely it's the only thing making sure that the guns can actually put out enough DPS to kill something. But yeah, as long as the biters keep going around, they're going to keep having problems.
They're going to keep having problems. They need to flatten this wall out. They need to flatten the wall out right now.
Somebody needs to do something.
Yeah, they need to flatten it out. Yeah, and to your point, Wild Jokers, they do not have the power. At this moment, they don't have the power to run lasers. They've got enough to run their base, which is good. One thing they could do is put some steam tanks on here and make a giant steam reserve, a steam battery.
Steam battery.
Steam battery. And start storing up steam for those big swings when the lasers engage.
So lasers don't use a lot of power. They just momentarily use a heap of power for very, very short spikes.
Their drain is very low. Their drain is very low. Right.
If your boiler outputs 60 steam per second, and at the moment, like in Southside, the boiler's it's outputting 60, but only 45 of it's being used. If you take that excess steam and you run it into a tank, then the steam can backflow back into those boilers to give you that small burst you need. Or you can put down 3 or 4 tanks, have 10,000 or 100,000 steam, and 100,000 steam running into a whole stack of steam engines can give you a sizable peak boost in power.
Absolutely.
Very, very quickly.
Yep. And look, they're running around again. And done. So they got lucky on that one. They got pulled in. Look at the biters. They're turning. They immediately get into range and they turn left.
Yeah, and it just comes down to like even here or here, just remove 3 or 4 walls.
Yes, I agree.
Like the fact that they've got a little divot here means there's a better chance that they're going to start pathing through there.
Or
as long as everLord doesn't replace the walls.
Or just straighten it out. Just straighten it out and eliminate that corner. Just go all the way out here. It's expensive, but right now they're spending on science, and they could totally do it. They could totally do it.
The problem is right now it needs to be fixed right now. They need to put in shorten the walls slightly, thin it out, let the biters path into the wall rather than force them to go around. You have to deal with it.
Correct. They have to do that right now. They may lose because of this corner. That's the fact, Jack. They may lose because of this corner right here.
But it turns out they're out of walls and they can't do anything about it because they still haven't fixed their wall problem. Still.
There are no walls backed up in the stone. Stone
they've got
catcher.
1 box. everLord just picked it up. 180 wall. That's it.
Oh, mercy. Yeah, they may lose because of wall in this corner, and that may be the difference in the Canadians. Canadians had got on wall early on, and they had this wall up and running, and they've been able to build the entire time. They're behind on evolution right now, but the Baguettes may lose because of this corner, and they can't fix it because of the wall. They probably have turrets ready to go. They probably have.
No, they don't. They're not hand fitting the steel still.
Oh.
They have 6 flamers, 6. Still.
Lance flame. What if they stop research and spend all on the enemy? They could do that.
No screw level.
But at the same time, if they stop their science and stop throwing, North is not going to stop throwing against them. And the first one to 90 is going to start having some problems. And right now they're fairly neck and neck, so they need to keep throwing because 90 is the behemoths, and first one to behemoths, it's going to be you got minutes. You start counting down the minutes till you're dead.
I disagree, but like our team is highly combat trained. My personal teams, I haven't run this season because we weren't happy with the changes, so we chose not to run a team. Yeah, we've done behemoths for.
Right.
I think the highest we've got is 120%.
Yeah.
Evolution, which is bad, really bad.
Look at the lasers. Look at the flame turrets that have gone down now. Look how many of them. Look, they just put in a full freaking row.
North has gone with more fire.
Yeah.
So, as I was saying, you missed it. Fire has 2 types of damage. It has a damage according to the flamethrower, with also a damage over time buff, boost, whatever you want to call it.
Freedom damage.
Yeah, the damage over time doesn't stack, but the damage per flamethrower does stack.
Oh.
So, if you have a whole row of flamethrowers, they do a really good job of killing things really fast.
Yes.
And that's why North is not really having any problems with big biters. They're pretty much dead the second they stop moving. South, on the other hand, because they have bare minimum fire coverage, means that, yeah, biters are standing under fire for quite some time to have both the damage over time kick in along with the damage of the actual flamethrower before they finally give up and die off and turn to barbecue.
So it is 11.3%. Oh, big throw. 1,000, 1,200. That brings everybody even. So, okay, so it is 11.5% for either side to get to 90, right? We've got 11.5 Evo points. That gap is enormous. Doesn't seem like it, but it's exponential. So you need more and more and more and more flask points to get the higher you get, the more you need. And so that gap, the gap between 80 and 90, to get from 80 evolution to 90 evolution, is probably the number of flasks needed to get from 1 to 50. It's or 1 to 40, something insane. You need a ton of points to get there.
Oh, Whiteleaky's done the smart thing and gone and grabbed just nothing but stone. He found a stone patch. We boys need stone. We're going to get stone. But both teams are also eating into their oil reserves. South has a way larger reserve than what North does, but both of them are slowly chewing into their tanks.
Yep. And it doesn't look like they've tapped into all of them over here. Looks like, well, when we may find out if Clutch keeps running.
No, North haven't. They've what, 3, 4? 4 of them are still missing pump jacks. Never bothered.
Right. May as well. So look, we're going to see that here. Whiteleaky's going to run past, and there you go. They have 4 empty ones. You're right.
Yeah. And South did tap all theirs, and their next option for oil is this one, which is...
Yeah. It's not bad.
The outpost would be safe,
Yep.
providing there's no players there, but you need a player there to build it.
You got to get there and build it and run away. Yep. So
South
this
is about to have a attack come around the wall again. Yep.
It's worth the steel and the circuit boards to go, and the pipes and the gears to build those pump jacks.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. It's easy money.
They'd probably stop losing oil pressure if they did, because they don't have as large a chemical science build as what South does.
Right.
By the same token, South is actually out of petroleum. Yeah, they've got bless all in a tank.
Yep. Yep, they do. They got nothing. Take the excess. So every bit of it, every single bit of it is going to plastic and sulfur, and they got a little bit of a buffer. They got 1 stack each of a buffer. And that's it.
So South is finally going to do something about stone. And oh yeah, okay. So since it's got a good point, North is building further and further sideways, and they could end up dragging the biters around their wall. That, and they keep making it thicker. So again, same story. They could end up dragging their biters around their north wall.
everLord's making that wall thicker, which is going to exacerbate the problem of them coming around. Look, and he's curved the wall around a little bit more. And there are 2 flame turrets in there. They're shooting. They're damaged, which should tell them. Which should tell them.
3 of them in.
Yeah. Oh, there's 3. There is. Okay, there's another one. Yikes. Okay. Those turrets are probably what's saving them. Those normal turrets with the good ammo, and they're low on the ammo too.
Well, Well, they've definitely got it automated here, there, and everywhere. In fact, there's a whole belt of it that's backed up.
Yep, they got belt, so probably worth going and grabbing. 79%. We're gonna crack 80 here in a minute. It's gonna take a while to get to 90.
Yeah, where's that iron go? That iron goes into... So the green circuits is out of iron. The rest of the iron comes down and runs grenades. So North has a lack of resources for lack of smelting issue. Because they still have the one... So they've got their couple of dedicated smelters. But the one mixed ore smelter that's pulling off 15 different ways from Sunday has the issue of it's feeding iron into their green circuits and copper into their green circuits to run red circuits to run a chemical science.
Good play. everLord dumps some more and pushes the Canadians a little bit farther. At the moment, that's probably how South can win this, is to get them to 91st and put them on their heels. So, but North has a really, really good chance of holding on for a long time against behemoths. That's a lot of flame turrets, which will do some good to JD's point, and they've got their power will suffer because they don't have enough. They only have three. They have 2 lanes of steam engines versus looks like South has a little bit more, slightly more, maybe not. I want to count them.
I think they're got about the same, but South is using less steam.
32. And, oh, no, these, North has more power, because this is probably the 20. 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, there's 40 in the North. All right, 40, 32, because that's, no, what? 10. All right. 40, 80. Okay, 80 there. And 20, 20, 62 in the South. Okay, 80 to 62.
South still uses less power.
South has less power. I just had to leave.
There goes 2 more labs.
Oh,
2 more labs in the South. Just boom. And
that is amazingly close to their science pit right here. everLord needs.
If you keep pushing the wall that way,
it's going to go down.
Eventually, they're just going to go. No, we'll just go straight for the silo instead.
Yeah, it's going to go down here. They're going to go. It's right. Look, they're getting closer and closer to silo. It's not going to stop them. Straighten that wall.
Okay, Macou has gone for stone finally. I really think they should look at tapping that extra oil whilst they're out that way, because they've lost 10% of their oil already.
everLord just fed that green and that military 239 and 43, and it went up 0.1.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Yeah.
A happy dude is going with more fire. More fire. More fire.
I can't say that.
Fire good.
It's not wrong. It's not wrong.
Double fire.
Gotta have the double fire with a side of fire.
With a bit more fire.
Fire on the side. Ice cream fire with fire on top.
Yeah. So finally, lack of green circuits has definitely kicked in for
Who is Snova?
South. Obviously, another shoutcasting person.
I don't recognize Avlis or Snova.
I'm guessing.
Or Chokio.
Maybe they're.
And who is this Nephrem's character?
Maybe they're in the next round. I don't know. So yeah, South Science has just died. Right now. It's dead.
Greens. Copper?
It's like I said, it's their mixed ore smelting that was running copper reserves to make their green circuits, along with the iron reserves to make green circuits and military. So at the same time, their military is about to die.
Yep. Look at that. It's
running
right
off
here.
The buffer that's on the belts.
Yep. All those. That was the buffer. What they could do is split this and have this do both sides. That would temporarily solve the problem. But they do need to feed some more copper in there, and I spy, with my little eye, one copper patch that was just built over.
But their mixed ore belt, they technically have more than 2 belts worth of ore coming in.
Yes.
So
Yep.
they could just put down another smelter block, and that's what they really should do.
It looks like
They should get rid of the last remnants of Burner City, put down another mixed ore patch. That'd fix their war problems to run military science faster. That'd fix their iron and copper issues to run their military faster, along with their chemical science. The answer is another mixed ore smelter. Just get it done.
Just throw it down somewhere right here. Right here.
Right above the existing one. Like, you squeeze it in mostly, above the other one without too much problem.
Yeah, miners in here. Smelter. Shoot, put it there. Just copy blueprint right there.
Doesn't matter where you put it, as long as you put it somewhere and you get it running now. But they're all, at the moment, they're hand feeding it. Which works, because they have a lot in Burner City.
Somebody dropped a miner. Nephrums is the speedrun guy. Absolutely. Yeah. That was facetious. Who is this Nephrums guy? He's a Swedish thing. The plan for the next game is we play as much as we can up to 17 UTC, then pause for as long as it takes for our team to return, and then continue the match. Hopefully that will be max 2 hours. Okay.
Where was this?
Jammy Gamer said it mine. Oh, and now look. The Canadians have the same problem. The biters are going around. Look, they just left. There was a team that went around this right side. Watch, they're going to come in right here. Keep your eye on here, the right side. And they're going to be in. Look,
I hear
they just walked around. They are.
Yep.
They literally walked around. That's it. Oh, my goodness.
And we have biters on the wrong side of the wall who have not been affected by flame damage.
Yep.
So they're not on fire. They're not going to die.
Yep. They're going to start picking off these. They're just going to walk through and they're start picking off these targets.
Happy dude, you need a lot of grenades for a big biter, like 4 or 5. No, don't machine guns useless.
Yep.
Run in front of your flamers. Yep. Get them lit on fire, and they'll slowly die over time.
It's not a bad idea, right there.
Oh, look, you put down some flamethrowers. The problem is
they're
your
out.
pipes are not connected. No, they're one tile too far away.
One tile too far away? There it is.
Fire fixes all.
Ugh.
Fire cleanses the world.
You see that? Okay, that means... So this is what JD was talking about, everybody. This wall right here is too thick.
It's too thick.
And it starts to push them way to the right. They stay just barely out of range. Now watch, they may do it again. One of these groups may do it again. They went hard hard left turn and went all the way around this side and just walked straight around.
It'll be the one that comes in right here.
Yes.
There's been ones that come in here and they're just going to walk straight around. Although
and they just go.
Happy Dude's already extending it.
And this, this right here, what Happy Dude's doing is what everLord should have done the first time he saw that happen. They rounded that corner. That's why everLord's having so much problems on this side. So Happy Dude is doing it. He's just going to go put it right there at that river, or at that lake right there, and just extend it all out.
Well, the fact that he's attached it to the lake means the Pathfinder now has to hit the wall, go all the way around to the end of the wall, then around the lake and go, no, it's quicker to go through the wall. We're going to go through the wall.
Right.
And Whiteleaky's on the wrong side of the wall for reasons. I guess he's just... Oh, no, he's throwing random walls out there and hoping for the best.
Snova observes the wall.
That's not going to help, but okay. West, west, west. Yeah, they have built west of their wall a lot. Everlord's about to get hit again. No. Oh. Stinson the Smart Man has also pointed out that because they've now closed up, so where Whiteleaky and Happy were, where they got hit on that side, because that's now closed, it can force the biters around the other side of their base where they have nothing.
Over here on the left side.
Yep.
It's true.
So they need to extend that wall across that lake first and then build fire second.
Taco Bear had a good idea.
They should put a shoutcast from the same faction as biters. I don't know. Would in theory that'd give us full map.
Well, as they attack. We wouldn't. I guess we wouldn't be able to see the base until the first attack, right? We'd be able to see them live. I don't know.
They did have a spectator mode that gave you full view, which I'd like to see back.
Yeah, you gotta balance that with server resources, though, right? Okay, now look here. Now, speaking of too thick of a wall, this is a common problem for this match. Is now these biters right here are not really. They're untouchable. Right?
Yeah, they're just gonna sit there and they're just gonna spit at all the extra walls that Whiteleaky threw down.
The dragon tubes.
Until they clear enough room that they can step forward into range.
Yep.
And honestly, North shouldn't do anything about it. Just let them go.
Oh, right here, south side.
Yep, through the wall again. Come on, everLord,
my
run
goodness.
in front of the fires.
He's running from the fires, but this may be too many.
No, the guns have got it.
Oh my goodness. See, it's kind of like in Oxygen Not Included, where you could stuff could go sideways so fast. The higher that evolution.
That's only when you're playing, Clowns. Yeah.
No, I've never killed off of a base in Oxygen Not Included. I've always restarted before it got south. I've only restarted 4 times. I think I've only had 4 bases. I've done pretty good. I couldn't get over the power hump, though. Power was always an issue for me.
Power's easy.
Get them off of.
Power's easy.
Get them off of those hamster wheels.
Yeah, that's what coal generators are for.
I can't deal with CO2.
That's what carbon skimmers are for.
Yeah. I should get back into that game. The problem is Red Dead Redemption dropped, and then that means Oxygen Not Included got dropped. Oh, clutch is being dropped from the game.
That's bad. That's bad. This is when admin should pause the game. Rather than have a player drop and have them rejoin. everLord started doing lasers, so they are going for lasers. Oh wow!
Oh, there we go. 83 to 80. They're 0.2%. Taishan sees it. He is coming back. Okay.
Okay.
Happy Dude says. There he is. Okay. Forfeit. Not a forfeit.
No, South must not like their power.
Yeah.
Not if they're going for lasers.
They need steam tanks. They need to start filling steam tanks right now.
Well, they still haven't fixed their lack of iron and lack of copper. It's still that's what's going to haunt them.
Shooting. Look at that. Shooting speed. First couple of shooting speeds and damage. They're doing it.
They have a certain amount of resources in Burner City that they can use to top up their smelter or top up their green circuits to keep it running for a little bit, but they're in trouble.
Look at North. I kind of like this play. They've
lots of fire.
No. Yes, but most times you run ammo belt that feeds the turrets that support the line. No, not
they're
this
running
time.
a wall belt.
They're running a wall belt that feeds wall so that someone can grab.
I like it.
grab wall and fill it. They have a wall line.
Sick of his walls being targeted. And it's taking them out.
Yep. All right, I like that. I like that wall line. So
Yeah, as long as they're capped to 100, the boxes, that's perfectly reasonable.
Yeah, it is. It's totally reasonable. Yeah, just grab 100, a couple of them stationed every once in a while.
That build's running. That build's running. Where's the other military build? That build's running. Yeah, they have excess wall.
They do. Well done.
North is flexing their stone supply. Well, South did get a stone belt. They still have... Yeah, their stone belt is running. They now have wall, finally. So they fixed one problem, the lack of stone. South now has walls. Problem is, they still don't have iron and copper. No, they've suddenly got copper. Where the hell did that come from? That came from an itty-bitty tiny patch.
All right, so Tyshawn has paused the game to let Clutch back in because he's trying to download it and get caught up. And there's a lot going on, so it'd be hard to catch up without this pause. Beat-a-bomb, how you doing? I enjoyed the heck out of your tweet yesterday. We actually put it up on screen, and we all looked at it about the bidet and the wife. This genius.
Oh, what bidet? Wife? I missed it.
Yeah. Beetlebomb is my buddy. Super smart.
So,
and the GIF that goes along with it, with that leg going up in the air. Oh, it's so funny.
players can't move, but they can access map view. So, South should really take a second to use map view, scroll around, decide what they need to do now, and get it done.
Yep.
North, same story. North has everything. Like, they have wall, they have fire, they have... The only thing North really needs to do something about is oil. Speaking of oil, I can't get the properties on an oil pipe.
Okay, he's up.
Yeah.
He's back up there. Here we go.
North, oh, both of them. Both of them are in the same oil position. Not enough of it.
A GM8 server we can host this on? Yes. Whiteleaky, focus. Back to action.
Ah, sarcasm. Hey, Hoofney, thank you for the raid.
Hoofney.
Welcome to 23 new people.
Focus.
Still laggy. Ouch.
Focus.
It's not a server issue. No.
Focus.
I need more logic, do I? I do not. No, we all know I don't do circuits. The way I do circuits is with a nuke or a flamethrower. Good news. This is Butter Battles. Plenty of flamethrowers. North, west side, the biters are about to walk around the corner. And they're going to be Clutch's problem, who's having internet issues.
Uh-oh. They are. They just walked around. This is it. This is what Stinson called. Here we go. Oh, my goodness. That is so many of them. And they're going to hit the side. They're going to hit the side. They're not going to do any of it. They're not going to hit anything.
They're on fire. They're on fire. They're on fire.
A little bit. But that's not enough. They're toast.
5 down.
Oh, my God.
7, 8. Welcome, Hoofty people. We're doing Butter Battles. I'm shoutcasting. Mr. Clowntown here is shoutcasting.
Hello.
Obviously, North is not having any issues whatsoever right this second. Whiteley, it's like 6 grenades for a big biter. You need a lot of grenades, boy.
Oh my goodness.
And you're throwing down thousands of power points. reasons they found a replacement, I agree. Like, Clutch's PC is having issues keeping up with the game. It's a catch-22. The tournament organizers obviously have to call it at some stage and say, no, bad luck, your PC can't keep up.
Something like, look, if you're good if you...
Something like, we'll drop the game speed to 0.9, but we're not going to go any slower.
Yeah, some sort of thing that says, look, in the first 10 minutes, if you have issues, we'll get a redo. But after 10 minutes, we may drop it to 0.9. But otherwise, then you gotta either get what you get and don't throw a fit, or forfeit. And I think,
well,
you know,
like my PC, I'm at what, 1/4? I'm at update of 4. All right. So obviously, either Clutch is having internet issues or bigger potato required issues, one or the other. But he can't move. He moved for a little bit. He's stuck on a belt doing nothing.
Yes.
Antivirus is something could have kicked in yet. Hey, Pooba. Yes, I'm still awake. Well, I went to bed and got up.
Hello, Poober. Subscribing is a great way to support the channel. I agree. Sorry, I had to mute the video because we're going out to YouTube. So I had to mute that run.
We have 500 science packs in the north. Chemical science packs at that. South has not a lot banked up. South is going for more Burner City. Yeah, they've refueled a lot of it. Why? For reasons.
All right, the first lasers are down in the south. And it looks like
goodbye power.
No upgrades. I guess I can't see their bonuses.
No, we can't.
Can't see their bonuses. They do have 1 damage and 2 shooting speeds. About to have a 3rd one. Okay.
No, South has 1 shooting speed and about to have a 2nd damage.
Yeah. Is that damage?
The damage? Yeah, damage is way more important than...
Yes, than shooting speed. Right.
Shooting speed.
And their power is going to take a nosedive because I still don't see any steam tanks or accumulators or anything to bank power. They're going to... It's going to hit bad.
It's going to hit. It's going to hurt.
Here we go. Oh, and look at the power poles behind it. Just hover over the power poles right behind it while they're shooting.
Yeah, it's... Oh, their power is actually pretty bad to start with.
Yep. Look, at normal operation, it's at 80. It's maybe 10% off. They're at 90% performance.
Well, their steam engines are at 25 of 30.
Right. And look, as soon as the lasers start firing, which here they go.
Everything flashes red in the base.
Everything flashes red, right? And JD, while they're firing, you may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like.
Can somebody shoot Clown, please? So, North hasn't fixed the issue with their flamethrowers at all, and both teams, their oil reserves are down to 20%. So their oil pipes have 20 of 100 in them, which is... Well, actually, South is even further behind. They're down to 10 out of 100. So oil is about to get really bad for both teams really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Now, North has the advantage. Oh, they're about to have biters come around the wall again.
Oh, here we go.
Or are they going to come in, or are they going to do a hard turn?
All right, first group is going to be fine. Second group is going to come around the corner.
Go around.
Yep.
Yep.
Look here.
So, North team do have those extra 4 pump jacks they can throw down. which will make one hell of a difference. South needs to go out. South needs to go out and get extra oil. They need to get extra iron and copper and run it into their mixed smelting. Maybe not anymore.
There they are. There they are.
Because
They're
they
in.
found some more copper.
They're in. They're in again.
They're in again. Everything dies. Just chew through everything. Whiteleaky, don't send a fish to spy on South Team. Go fix your flamethrowers that are being.
Oh, look at this! They got so lucky. What? Look
It's
what
belts.
happened.
Okay, biters like belts. Clowntown, this is important.
Yeah, they killed
belts
5 of them.
everywhere.
They killed 5 of them, 6 of them, 7 of them, and then they just stopped and walked right in front of them. That is the luckiest. Oh my goodness. Okay, Canadians, you should apologize for that. That's so lucky. There's no reason they should have done that. You should apologize right now, Canadians.
Whiteleaky, is he going to extend the wall? He is. There we go.
Sorry. I like big butts that I can't not lie. Look, if I start doing that whole thing, I'm going to get hit by copyright.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Thanks, Clowntown. That's just what I needed.
Sorry, just tank our videos.
So North is finally fixing that issue. Maybe whilst Whiteleaky's out there, he might actually look at an oil pipe and go, 20 out of 100 oil. Maybe I should put down 4 pump jacks. I doubt it, but anything's possible in water battles.
Yeah, this is what he's talking about here. The pipes are no longer full. We're draining those, and there's 4 missing pump jacks on these open patches right here, crude oil. So then you trace this in. You look at their tanks. If I can find their tanks, ping their tanks for me. Ping North's tanks.
There
it is.
4.6k.
And look at that. Yeah, they're at 20%.
And don't get me wrong, 20% in the tank is a heap. But both teams are about to hit 90% Evo. When you hit 90% Evo, you have 3 players on defense.
Yep,
That's it.
That's it.
There is nothing else.
There's nothing else, right? And then it's how long can you last? I don't know. Okay, so Whiteleaky's taking it all the way out to the river, so this is good because if they get down in there, they'll hit that river and then come back towards the wall. So this is probably pretty good. This may solve their problem, at least until they get 3.5% more, and then nothing will solve their problems because the green monsters are coming.
Problems on their problems.
Yeah, they're gonna have problems. The green monsters are coming, and they're not gonna have lasers.
Where did North build their flamethrowers?
There they go. Oh, Happy Dude is throwing. Look at here. They're gonna get to South's gonna get to 91st. 89.7%. So close. This is, and you guys, if you haven't seen a match go this long, you're about to see. We're gonna cross over 3 hours here in a minute, but you'll see very, very quickly. Okay, here comes DanGio building power for lasers.
Yeah,
it's probably not.
Down power. It should be safe.
It'll be better.
It should be safe from biters. Well, actually. South has put in some steam tanks, right? So they do have a little bit of extra steam power.
Oh, they did. Good. Okay, this is good. This is helpful.
So they're running steam batteries. They've hooked up. They've basically put in a master line. All their steam engines are now hooked into the same grid.
Good.
Okay.
All right. This is much better. This is better. So look, so the steam will get through here, right? It's all produced by the steam is produced by these boilers. It'll fill the engines to solve immediate power. Then it fills these lines and stores in these tanks, right?
Mm-hmm. And you can now see all the boilers are doing 60 out of 60 steam.
Right.
Every single one of them.
Yep. So now all of them that are plugged in, they're going to be kind of running, and it'll smooth out. But these will fill up. Hopefully over time, and then they'll do the thing, right? So Dan is going to go throw down this coal, have it self-sustaining, and then run a line. Probably what he would, if he's smart to do, he would run a line back here to this coal to hook into the grid up here, and then this will help big time. It takes a load off of these 60-odd steam engines back here, or now 100 steam engines.
South is down to 5 oil in the pipe. And North still hasn't fixed their wall. Okay, so North has flamers in a box.
Yeah, look here. So this is the issue, is that their blue science build, their oil build, has really taken a hit on their crude. And while they did pump all of these, they need some more. They're using a bunch of it on science. So these flame turrets may be out at the moment they need it, because they just went up over 90%.
90.4. This is when things are going to start going from bad to worse.
They get sideways real quick.
This is when it feels like oxygen not included. Not
Yes.
cryo.
Oh, man. It's going to go sideways real quick.
Yeah, within the next 2 or 3%, things will just bomb entirely. Oh, what? Hang on. Okay, no, there's still 16 oil, 15 oil. So North has way more oil, or do they? They have more oil in the pipe. Yeah, okay, so North has way more oil than South.
Oh.
South is about to go dry, very, very dry.
Yep, Clutch.
Clutch is right there. Has he seen the problem?
He's thinking about it.
Possibly.
He's thinking about it.
That's a pipe that's
he's
lined
done
up
it.
for oil. Done.
He's done it. Yes. There we go.
Good on you, boys.
Good on you. Yep. There you go. So
Okay.
now these will start to fill up, and then
So let's
they'll do
try
it.
and find somewhere away from everything else.
GG. Yep. Oddly enough, this may be what saves North for long enough to win the match. This right here.
More oil in the pipes, definitely,
Oil in
and the
the
fact
pipes.
that they've gone way, way heavier with the flamethrowers.
Yep.
Uh,
I like their. Oh, here we go. Let's look. Okay, no greens. So they're just have no more smalls. They have a minority of mediums now, mostly large, and the larges are still doing some putting some hurt on the wall, but they're still getting mowed down. As soon as
Yeah,
you
the
start
other thing
seeing
is-
groups of about 4 or 5 green behemoth biters, 4 or 5 green biters in a row.
Oh, Macou stood in the poison for far too long.
Oh man.
So that's the other thing. Acid for a big biter is really, really painful.
Mm-hmm.
Super, super painful. Will take out players super fast. On top of that, South has, the way they've built their flamethrowers, they're fitting in oil both sides, which means when the turret gets hit with splash damage, those pipes are going to be dead real fast.
Real fast, right. So these pipes, look, and in fact, look at their hit points, 6. So this is why you'll see Taishan and the comfy guys will put the flame turret up here, like right here, and the supply line will run a good 4 to 5 squares behind it. And
Yep.
then they'll run a single pipe up there, so that when a turret gets taken out, the rest of them don't get taken out, right? Then this is what is super risky for the Baguettes' plan, is to put them in parallel to where when this turret dies, all of these lose their supply, and they got 30 seconds. And that 30 seconds will go quick versus the greens.
Yeah,
And
Downtown,
Yes.
since it's got a point, what Tashan does is something that we did during our Biter Battles matches. The teeing off the oil rather than having it on the main line. Actually, this example here in the north is something that we pioneered. Having a separate direct line and then teeing it off repeatedly
Uh-huh.
is something we pioneered.
If I didn't see
Tashan
it,
has improved it.
if I didn't see it, it probably doesn't exist.
Oh, okay. So we've got behemoths in the south. There is one.
There's one. There's behemoth. So they'll be able to take out 1 or 2 here. So that'll be fine. Groups of 3 or 4. Look, it's half health now. And there you go. Got it. 1,500 on the biter. On the spitter. 3,000 on the biter.
Oh, everLord's doing it. He's realized more oil. More oil is required. because their oil pipes are still at 6. 6 for an oil pipe is not good.
It's not good.
5. North, now they've had theirs running for a little while. They're back up to 12, 13. It's going up.
You
Now
need a
down.
pipe splitter to prioritize one side or the other.
That's called a tank.
No.
North is about to be in a lot of trouble.
No, silly.
They just had
They had
whole
some go
pile
around?
of biters go around the lake again.
All right, let's watch. Got to watch to keep our eye on both of them. Oh, they just... Oh, there's... Yep, here we go. The radar just got lucky and showed us a little preview of what's coming. And watch, you'll see this guy probably will move.
Can't even bite us.
Here comes south, too. Let's look at the percentage. One green. This will be
they're
fine.
in. Oh, the biters already made it all the way around. They're eating through north.
Yep, they're in. And look, they did it again. That flame turret is still alive. And they're doing it in the front. Oh my goodness. Who's rushing over to help? They're all out of position.
They're on the wrong side of the
They're
map.
on the wrong side of the base.
But at least they
look, they got
oil.
lucky. Look, they all went and turned for the wall, so this turret's going to take out a bunch of them. But then
There's still one behind.
there's still a couple of them behind. And look, they're going to go to the wall. Apologize right now, Canadians. Apologize for this right now. I demand a national apology for that. That's so good. Oh my goodness.
Thank you, Faceless, for the resub. That's 12 months in, dude. That's a whole year.
That's almost a full year.
That's a year you've come back and said hello to me. Like, that's insane, man. Thank you. Is anyone going to take out the spitter?
Baseless, thanks very much for supporting Buddy JD.
No, nobody's going to take out the spitter.
Yep, I
We're
would
just going to ignore the problem.
just let it do walls. They are still on the wrong side of the base. They ignored it. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
Alright, so everLord's hooking up more oil. I need to look at a good spot.
I demand a national apology for what we just saw.
South's oil problem is fixed. North has a biter problem on the other end of their wall this time. Good news, they're all close. Obviously, somebody will come deal with it.
3 hours, 6 minutes. Okay, now here we go. Now watch. Now look. If there's no flame turrets, look how quickly. Look how quickly they're going to eat into this. Okay, Gentleman Thought says. So again, as I Canadian do apologize for them. It's French Canadian. As a nation, we apologize for everything. Okay, good. Did you see that though? They were coming inside, then they went, "Oh no, we're just going to walk in front of these fire turrets and hit on this useless wall." And
Hey, walls are important. Walls are important. They are a military structure. They deserve to die. Ask any biter. What the hell? Okay. You just wall that big biter in and ignore it. Like, it's healing. Oh, no, with a pickaxe. With a pickaxe, you have... No, it's still healing fast and you're going to kill it. Whiteleaky, you need another player. Oh, Clutch is going to blow you up. 12 hit points. Hang on. 12
Pickaxe.
hit points, 13 hit points.
He must have just crafted that one.
Yeah,
Hey,
big
Wes.
biters now heal faster than you can kill them. With an SMG,
Okay.
with a pickaxe.
All right, bunch of mediums coming in. They all look like they're going to be fine. Nothing from south for now. 91.8%. I'll stop rounding now. And Macou throws some more up to north, but they may not get to 90 before this is over.
Your south has sort of... Their science production seems to have really slowed down.
I need to listen
Again,
to
oil problems, copper problems, iron problems, everything.
I need to listen to a different French Canadian. I need to start listening to George St. Pierre again because I had a good French Canadian accent down, but then I started playing Red Dead and Marcel, the moonshine cook, is the only thing I hear in my head now. about with French. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Look at all the greens. Oh my goodness. This may. Oh my goodness. This is it.
There's a lot of lasers down there. Like
a
a lot
of lasers.
And more importantly, no, they're still maxing out the power.
They made it. Look, he had to put more wall in. They made it through. And there's another batch. Okay, there you go, chat. There you go. Oh my goodness. They almost made it through.
Clowntown. Peak efficiency, right? Right? Peak efficiency?
Yeah,
this is peak efficiency.
Peak performance.
When you don't hook up your peak performance. Okay. When you don't hook up your steam engines to the power line, so they're sitting there at 0 consumption. All those extra steam engines they put in off their steam batteries, it's not hooked up to the main grid.
It's not hooked up to the main grid, right? There is one power pole needed right here. If you put a power pole right here, you're done.
One power pole anywhere. Anywhere around there.
Like, yeah, here maybe. Oh my goodness.
So, South is going with way more lasers. Have they hand-fed their... No, they still haven't. They haven't dumped any steel in the damn box to automate flamers to get some flamers up and running.
And Happy Dude fed another 500, and it just jumped a 1.5. 91.8 to 93.4. There you go.
This is steel. If this steel makes it to here, we'll automate flamethrowers. Flamethrowers are really good at killing biters.
Yep. Yeah. Right there.
Nobody.
Look at that. 1,000. It's 1,000 steel in there.
Go away.
Here we go. 7 in that one, and 6 in that one, and 10 in that one, and 3 in that one. Oh. Okay.
So, Dan and Macou have just gone with, we're going to put lights down that say go away, and hopefully that gets rid of all the biters. I like the theory.
I like it.
Except
and they're
Macou
through.
Stood too close for too long and got hit by one bit of acid and died.
And they're through.
Look, lasers do a good job. Lasers do a really good job.
They didn't lose any lasers. They lost one flame turret. They didn't lose any lasers.
One flamer.
They
all
lost
the pipes.
They lost the supply chain. This is what we're talking about. They lost all these down here. Are now they're now on no supply right here. So they lost this one.
New meta, maybe. What? Put down a sign and hope they go away. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it, Dan.
Yep. Railway. It's not a bad
North has spread their flamers out. North is gonna have a problem if they keep this up with the biters pathing around their walls and landfilling that corner repeatedly.
Yep.
Eventually the biters might be able to landfill around the walls.
Maybe.
But the way, okay, so it's not a torturous path, so to speak, but it's a natural torturous path.
Yeah.
That they're coming in at the top and they're working their way through that S-bend, walking through fire repeatedly. They're dying very, very quickly.
Yeah. South has done a pretty good job. Oh, hang on.
Happy Dude's gone and put in the other corner. Yes. Biters, when they die, if they die next to water, they have a chance to turn into landfill. Very handy. Bigger behemoths only. So South has a problem with far too many biters hitting the one spot of the wall.
Yep,
North,
they do. One
it's
spot.
really
Oh my goodness,
spread
they're
out.
through.
Dan is dead. Dan is dead. Dan is not dead.
Dan
he
is
lived.
not dead. Oh, he is. He
He's
stepped in the he walked back through the slime.
Dan is dead. Dan is very dead.
Oh my goodness.
See this?
Macou and everLord are on the other side of the
This
base because they're trying to hunt down
Here's
walls.
my boomstick.
Here to bots. Thank you very much for that host to follow us.
Wall.
We are still on match number 1 of 3 today, and you can see the timer. It is 3:14, and neither team is given up. We almost lost clutch to a computer issue, and they're still going at it. Loser is out of the tournament. Winner goes on to probably face one of the Steel Axe teams, I think. So good luck with that.
I have no idea.
Yeah, good luck with that. So,
I'm not even sure what that was doing. Happy Dude is patching that corner.
Lance
South is
flamme.
about to have biters. If those behemoths path their way around, no, they're not going to. Okay.
yep, that'd be fine.
We're good.
There's a lot of them, though. They may get through. Oh, there's no lasers on them. They may get through the wall. No, they went sideways. Okay. So we just crossed 90% probably 10 minutes ago, and South has prepared for them in a most unprecedented way with lasers.
Lasers is something we just don't normally see, ever.
Oh, radar got taken out, which was good. It was smart. They put a radar down for fodder. Radars are cheap.
Radars are cheap, yep. Behemoths on the wrong side of the wall is not cheap.
Yep, uh-oh. But look how many lasers are on them.
Yeah, look at how many flamethrowers are getting taken out, which they haven't automated.
Yeah. Oh, look who's going to get roasted. He's not careful.
It's fine. Just a little bit warm.
DanGio spelled out "go away" in lights.
Mostly. It got eaten a little bit.
Go away.
As long as Macou keeps running back and forth, he can probably distract the biters.
Yep. So the game
and force
is
them to chase him rather than the walls.
yes, and the game is to try and push the Canadians north. That's a Paddlin, push them up over 90%. And if they can, they got a puncher's chance if they can get them up over 90.
Whiteleaky's trying to push the wall forward.
Good. May as well.
It's a good way to lose resources. If they took those flamers and started another line in front of their main line, or like went and covered their edges, because their edges are very, very light still. And Clutch has realized they need more oil. Actually, they don't.
I think they're good. Plugging in those last 4 was good.
6.4 in the pipe. Oh, no, I think they're going through it.
So, oh yeah, we got 2 more matches today. Hopefully they resolve themselves a little quicker than this one, because I don't know if we can do 9 hours, and
I can't.
you can't. I don't know, man.
I can't.
Hey PJ, church organizations, thanks for hanging out. T2, Alien Wombat, Maniac Killer.
That
Iron
lake is almost gone in the south.
Fire Razor, Tombo, Workshops, great name. Maniac Killer, 85. The other 84 were taken.
Stinson needs to shoutcast. Stinson needs a mic to shoutcast. It'll never happen. It's fine. South is going around. No,
90
maybe?
apiece. No. We just crossed 90.
90 and 95.
Yep. 90 for the north. And here's going to be the difference. The north does not have a single laser. They got a ton of fire, which is
lots of fire.
It's good, not great.
So north at this point has to start actually dealing with behemoths. South has been dealing with them for quite some time. At 95, it's a lot of behemoths.
If one of you guys can go look back in the VOD and let me know at what time in the match time we crossed 90% for the South. Because I'm curious as to know how long they've lasted. That would be a good metric.
Why not just look it up?
Well, because I'm busy. South's oil ran in the middle. The pipe is broken. Uh-oh. Says
Baguette. At 187 minutes into the match.
So 3:07, really? So it's only been 9 minutes?
10 minutes. Roughly.
Clutch throws another one, putting the hurt on him. Here we go. He was fixed. All right. I won't go look at it.
Macou is dragging the biters along the wall.
Good. And he's getting... Oh, and he's down. Oh, look how quickly that hit him. Wow.
Yeah. One bit of acid, that's it. You're down. You're out.
And they're through.
But the biters are through the wall again.
They're onto the
Dan
lasers,
is
though.
shooting them with a pistol. Why?
Good job. No suckers.
Okay, they
So,
need to patch those holes.
Do you guys see
now.
that? Macou was walking this way, and he got hit. He ran. He didn't even get hit with. He ran through a patch of acid and died. That's it.
Yeah, heavy armor doesn't hold up. Nothing holds up. Like
Yeah.
Behemoth's acid is. I don't know. I have to actually. Oh, Macou stepped into acid as well.
See, he just walked into it. That's it. He's
Yeah. And the holes are not patched.
Yeah.
In south.
They're not
If
patched.
they can get an attack right now,
Yep. That's it.
it might not be it, but it's going to definitely devastate.
They're gonna be able to get in and hit a few of these lasers before they get taken out. Dan's there. He's getting his body back. He's got supply back to... Oh, that was mashed. Run the pipe.
Shemaling, thank you for the follow. Your pipes are disconnected again, but that's sort of common now. Pipe is empty. Pipe is empty is not common.
Yeah, downstream it's empty.
And clutch is going for more oil. Don't think they need it.
I don't think they need it either. Their tanks are not... They're not full, but they're not empty. Okay, here we go. Walls with the holes in them, and they are immediately through.
Straight through.
Straight
They'll
through.
mostly path through it.
Yep. And they're going to get a couple of these lasers before they go. Oh, they didn't get any. Wow. Well, that's so many
Laser's
lasers.
going to do a great job. They're going to do a really good job of killing them off, but by the same token, like every single laser is going to take damage.
And look at the red
Both
flashing. The red flashing of power.
Yeah, they have no hope of keeping up.
Whoa. Let's look at their...
everLord was trying to set up more power, so they're running more and more steam tanks.
Are they connected? Nope.
To the grid. Yes.
Oh, they
yes,
are. They are.
connected
This
to
one
the
is.
grid. They actually have steam coming out of them.
This is. Okay.
So we've got 3 players down here. Walls, boys, walls.
But... Wait, their steam is... Oh, look at the tanks. Okay, I didn't see these tanks. Wow. Okay, good. This is the right idea.
I promise not to tell Clowntown at all.
Jammy Gamer. Why you do this? At least sub to JD. Least you could do is hit that button on his channel. Twitch Prime.
It'd be very much appreciated.
It'd be very...
Welcome to good chat. The chat with less spins. I'll say that much. Jamie Gamer, thank you for the follow.
There we go. And Nyron Wolf.
Hey,
Oh.
Keithy.
Oh my goodness. I swear.
Oh, no. Clutch has gone for the oil way out in the wilderness. It's way out there. I doubt he brought enough pipe with him.
It's a lot. It's undergrounds too, so it's expensive. South is doing pretty
South
good.
has got all the lights off. The only time we have lights is when the lasers are firing. And they are keeping up slowly.
Yeah. 91. I have not seen. Have we seen any green?
There's been some. You can tell by the gaping hole on the top.
Oh wow! Look at that. Yep. Yep. There's been. Look, there was one corpse there.
Hey, Iron Wolf. And was left side. South doesn't have to oil to it. No, it doesn't.
Correct. Left side of south has no oil because
Well,
there's
actually, no.
there's a broke.
That has oil.
Well, whatever it is, it's left because it's right here is where the supply line is cut.
Okay, it had oil.
Yeah. Look at the pipe. It is 60 full. The rest unbalanced out.
Look, 60 is a lot.
It is. Yeah, it is. It'll help, but help them you could. But they just need 2 pipes in here to continue the chain. A couple pipes. And Macou is working on that exact problem right now.
So North's little forward operating base outpost thing is dead. Very dead.
Oh, look at there.
It's currently biter food. Which leads to 2 problems, because biters will stack up outside the walls and attack that area.
Yep.
And then eventually, if you can have a couple of waves stack up and doing that, and then eventually they can all come in at once.
Right. So now instead of one wave of 40 biters, it'll be one giant wave of 120 because 3 or 4 will stack up, right?
And South is about to have a hole in their wall again. 3, 2, 1, hole! Macou, you got there too late. Yeah, you wall yourself into the wall. That's the safest spot for you. Except you got hit by acid. You're dead.
Oh my goodness.
Look,
Here they come. Lasers are
South
doing a good
has got
job.
Such a dying streak that they should probably grab some brick and lay down a path from spawn to the wall.
Yeah.
It's got to that time.
It's not a bad idea. It's not. There's no irony about that. That's actually a plausible thing. They should put some stone down there to get there quick. That's what Taishan does.
Yes. Yeah, because he's doing the same area over and over and over. He puts in a path.
Comfy undefeated. Yeah. So we're going to hang out here in the north. Okay, so here's what JD's talking about. Here comes another group of about 40 biters that are going to come in. And some of them are going to go, but some of them are going to stop and group up with the existing team right here. Here's another one. So that one mostly dispersed. But if some of these will stop and start eating on this wall, it would be really bad when they all decide to go in. They're going to walk through.
Eventually they'll run out of wall.
Eventually we'll run out of wall. And they are upset at that wall.
How's Landfill Corner going? Landfill Corner's going fine. They really have a good S in them now.
Look at that. Look at the landfill lake down south. It is almost gone. That used to be this right here. And it's almost all been
Landfill Lake in the north and the S bend that the biters are pushing their way through.
Yep. Yeah. And Whiteleaky still trying to throw south, 96 to 92. And at this point, I would say that south may be more equipped to handle this than north.
What is everLord doing?
Oxbow Lake. Here we go.
everLord's
That guy's
getting
on fire.
more coal. Why is everLord getting more coal? You have a full belt of coal. Okay, whatever. Yeah, that's biters through the wall in the south and we're just gonna chew on some lasers. Lasers are expensive, guys.
They are. They take a long time to craft, that's for sure.
Can I ask the question? Like, South is boxing green circuits right here, and then making lasers right there that's short of green circuits.
Yep. So here's what he's talking about. There's a box right here of green circuits, 1,000, and there's something within 3 squares of it that needs green circuits.
Hey, Clown, I have a prediction.
Yeah.
72 hit points is not enough.
For what?
For North. Up here.
72 hit points. Is there a wall?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a wall that I pinged.
Oh.
It's 1 wall thick, and it has 72 hit points.
No, that'd be fine.
It'll be fine. Okay, all right.
Which one is it? Let me find it.
No. Up left near the lake. Near the lake, the Espen Lake.
Oh. Yes, that one.
Macou is going to die. No, he's not going to die. Okay, he's chosen not to die today. Oh, no, he walked through acid again. No, he's dead. There we go. So, lasers have the advantage of they shoot in any direction. They take out things in every direction.
Yep.
North has fire. Fire is great until you disconnect your oil pipe. No,
right,
no, North ran out
again.
of oil. How did North run out of oil? Oh, they've got a broken pipe somewhere. North, their oil, no.
They're out. I see it.
Oil is just there. Between there and there, it just doesn't connect.
I'm looking.
Where their mixed oil patch is, somebody pulled up the pipes that are in their way so they could put down belts, and then just didn't bother replacing the pipes.
Well, they have some time, to your point.
And that wall at 72 hit points is
right here.
72 hit points is not enough.
Right here. There it is. Okay. Clutch is fixing it. Clutch has fixed it now. Miraculous recovery. Here they go.
Oh, there we go. We got
Pipes full
pressure
again.
back. And
they're through. All right, this
they're
is really
through in
bad.
2
Without
spots.
lasers here, watch this. Toast. Without lasers, this is going to be real bad for North right here.
So yeah, lasers shoot in every direction. Flamers shoot in one direction.
1.5. But yeah.
Well, one
Look-
direction.
look
forward.
here. These are all gone because flame turrets don't do anything. All these are going to be gone. They're all going to be gone all the way out here.
And they're behemoths. Like, you cannot pickaxe, you cannot machine gun, you cannot grenade, nothing.
Yep. Here you
Keep
go.
throwing. Keep throwing. Hang on. The biter is healing faster than you're throwing grenades. You should throw more, heavier. Go with bigger grenades.
Throw the bigger grenade. No. The special grenade. Yep. Gun.
SMG. Yeah, they're healing. Clutch, you're dead. You're dead.
He's toast.
You're dead. Oh no, he ran away fast enough. Whiteleaky, brick yourself in. Yep. Yeah, you're on the wrong side of the wall.
They're all gone.
Later.
This is what we're talking about right here. They're all.
You
These
need
are all gone.
flamethrowers. You get flamethrowers sideways. There we go.
It's a little better.
Hey, run him into that wall.
Yep.
1,000 hit points.
But at the same time,
500.
you're setting your own flamethrowers on fire as well.
Oh yeah, everything's on fire.
And now here comes another wave that's going to go through that same hole.
And
in the
they
wall.
haven't fixed the hole. Yep.
Well, here they
Go
go.
on,
They're
happy
fix it.
dude.
What? But
2
for-
walls not enough.
for
20
how
wall,
long?
30 wall.
And they're not going to hold that wall because there's no flame turrets behind it.
There's no
oh my
fire.
goodness. Okay, they've killed the threat inside, but they're about to have another one. There's no flame turrets. They got to put them all down again.
We've got 1 in there. We've got 2, 3, 4.
Meanwhile, lasers in the
Whiteleaky.
south.
Oh, Whiteleaky, you're so lucky. You need to run away from the laser.
and throwing wall behind him.
Run away from the fire faster. From the acid faster.
Look, Whiteleaky's thrown down his flame turrets, but he needs to find some crude to hook into him. He can't. Oh, there he goes.
That pipe's dead. That pipe's dead. Then we've got biters through there as well. What happened to the crude? It's still disconnected. Oh. Yeah, they're out of crude. Well, technically they have crude in them. There's just, the biters are too close.
Yep.
That pipe is hooked up to nothing. Whiteleaky, try again.
And by the way, only a matter of
Clutch is
time.
there.
Here comes
Clutch.
another one.
Oh, there we go. Fire. We have liquid. No, biter broke the pipe. Biter broke the pipe. We have fire again.
Oh my gosh.
What are you getting there?
He's running after Clutch. Clutch is going to go down. And
Oh no, the biter's on fire. Maybe,
and Clutch has
maybe
dragged.
the fire damage.
Clutch has dragged these guys behind the turrets. Oh no! Look here. Now they got one.
Die right now. Clutch. There you go. Good boy. All right, he's died. Biters are in front of the fire. Hopefully that'll put everything on fire and they'll die off. Maybe.
Oh. Oh my gosh. They lived.
Okay, they lived. They still have massive holes in their walls
And
a
here-
lack of fire and
here
another
comes
wave
one.
coming in.
Another wave coming in.
That's it. South, throw everything you can against North.
Agree. All right, so these biters are going to chill for a little bit. They're going to ride the belt.
They're going to come... Okay, so the new wave has come into Espen Lake, and it's dead. Wave after that is coming straight through the giant hole in the wall.
Right, here we go. All right, they made it through the Whiteleaky 4. So those will go down. And then after that, they're back to nothing for that hole. They're all in. Oh, my goodness.
Espen Lake has a problem.
Espen Lake is open. It's Espen hallway.
The green biters are on the wrong side of the wall again.
Yep, it's Espen hallway now.
Okay, so South is in a point where they just need to hold the wall.
Yep.
If they hold the wall, they're fine. North is broken.
Yep. North
It's now a matter of time.
It's minutes.
It's if the North can keep sidetracking the biters long enough that South has a major issue.
Yep.
That's the only way North can win.
Yep.
And
But look
Clutch,
here.
you're running the wrong way.
Clutch.
You need to run towards the walls.
And now Clutch has...
Towards the walls,
Yep.
in front of the fire. Whiteleaky is
Look at
too
their
close.
crude. If these green biters, if they just decide those tanks need to die, toast, right? Look at that. Look how close they are to their supply.
Look, North Silo. There are biters running on belts beside the silo.
They love those belts.
They're taking out the military build beside the silo. Oh, the Spitter's lined up. Spitter's got the first shot in.
Yep, Spitter's up.
What? 60 hit points.
Oh, it's a
60
it's a behemoth. It's a behemoth spitter.
Go on, Happy
Z
Dude.
Samurai, thank you for follow. And looks like GG. I agree. They gotta put all the grenades on that one spitter or distract him or something because he's got a bunch of resistance and a bunch of hit points. This one guy right here is hitting the silo. Nothing else is touching the silo except this one green.
It doesn't matter. 60 hit points a hit. It's not going to take long.
Yeah.
7 Samurai, again, thank you for the follow.
Oh, here they go. Now they got the other biters on it.
Oh, there we go. We got multiple biters in there.
Here we go.
GG. That's game.
Oh my goodness. Well
South is...
Well done, Baguettes.
South actually has a problem of their own. They've got a
But that's okay.
hole in the
We're
side of
done.
their wall. Ooh,
Put some
3.5
GG chat.
hours.
Well done.
3 hours and 44 minutes. Clowntown's timer is only... Oh, because there's 10 minutes between match starting and now.
There you go.
Wow.
3 hours and 36 minutes. Let's put that back on. And we'll pause it. There you go. GG. Kaboom. Well done. Well done, Baguettes. To come from behind. They were behind. Remember that there was a lead change somewhere around 210, and they didn't let it go. That was great.
No, they played catch up. They did a really, really, really good job.
Next match in 45. Okay. What a match. That was a long time. Thanks for letting me get up and go grab a cafefe in the middle. The Baguettes victorious over That's a Paddlin. That's Paddlin will exit the tournament now. And if we can go to the brackets, today's matches. The one we just did today was That's a Paddlin Baguettes. So That's a Paddlin will go into 5th/6th place. Baguettes will advance, and Baguettes will face the winner of Steel Axe Supreme and whoever wins match number 6. So this is Antipeta and Macross versus the Green Science. I think it's James Hackett in the bunch. They'll move on. So the winner of that one faces Steel Axe Supreme. Sorry, and that is this is Nephrem's down here. Nephrem's and his gang facing the winner of that one, and they will move on to face the Baguettes at a different time. Now, the winner's bracket up here, undefeated Steel Axe Ultimate, which is Xeno, and Phoenix and Tui, versus Comfy, undefeated Taishan and the gang. So the two undefeated teams, they'll walk away. One of them will be defeated, and one of them will go on to the final, and then we'll bring whoever wins out through the losers bracket will be in the grand final for that weekend. There you go. Okay, well, thank you very much for being here. If you like this sort of thing, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Help me if you like these sorts of things. Want me to keep doing them. If you have a question or any comments, be sure to leave them in the comments below. Or you can just catch me 5-6 days a week live, twitch.tv/Clowntown. You can come say hi. Just tell you, we do a lot of these things over on the weekends. On Friday nights, we do a new player night. If you have any questions, we review the FFF. We do questions from Reddit. And if we have topics that we'll review for new players. And then throughout the week, we do speed runs or something else with Factorio. So make sure you check all that out. If you like this sort of thing, make sure you hit all those buttons that make YouTube happy. Ring that bell also so that you're notified whenever I got a video posted. So a bunch of videos will be posted usually once a day while these tournaments are going on. So thanks so much for your support. I love doing these sorts of things. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.